Yes, embrace me, love me, because I have so much trauma and I need the validation.
I agree. You still want to talk? You still want to talk about it? It seems like you want to get it off.
Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing, doctor.
Yes.
154, we all connected, baby. You already know. I'm talking 154. We bringing Africa around the whole globe. Ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like Ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like Ain't no place like
Welcome to another episode of 154. Today's guest is one of the most influential voices of this generation. He's a world-renowned Egyptian comedian, award-winning television host, and the first internet-to-TV success story in the Middle East. He created the region's first political satire show. He had the first live audience of its kind. He built the most watched program in Egyptian TV history, reaching over 40 million viewers every week in a truly groundbreaking run. He's a global commentator, an international journalist, a talented actor, best-selling author, celebrated writer, acclaimed columnist, versatile producer, and a heart surgeon, okay? He's a true cultural phenomenon and a leading global thinker. He's a fearless voice for change, free speech, and political expression, known for his comedic courage in the face of pressure and power. His impact on comedy and freedom of expression is monumental, making him one of the most prominent and important media figures in history, both in Egypt and around the world. A revolutionary satirist, a courageous storyteller, a masterful artist, and an icon of free speech. Please welcome Bassem Youssef!
What an intro! What an intro! You cannot follow. Thanks, ChatGPT. You cannot follow this intro. My God, was that Claude or just Chat?
No, I wrote that.
You did?
I wrote that.
You sound very intelligent.
Well, I am. I did to go.
You kind of like missed the last line. Would you like me to do this in a 3 minutes?
I took the time to write that. I did go to the San Diego State University.
Oh.
Where all the elites go, and so we write and speak like this.
San Diego University?
San Diego State.
Is that like Phoenix? It's like a fake
It's like
thing.
it's like DeVry, man.
And the DeVry.
DeVry school, man.
Yes.
He went to DeVry. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Okay.
It's you know how you do mic drop. I did card drop. I was like, I had to toss it. It was so good.
I can just leave after that.
It was
my ego has been fed. My ego, like you were just like, oh, and one of us like my.
He was like this.
Ooh,
like I didn't know.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we fed your ego. We fed your ego. Now we're gonna feed your belly a little bit.
Oh yes, please.
You know, before we get kind of going, we always like to do a nice little toast. So we have a combination here for you.
Okay.
We've got some Zobo drink. A Zobo drink is hibiscus.
Okay, Zobo drink.
Zobo drink. Yeah. So this is West African. We have West African puff puff. This is Nigerian puff puff. That's right.
Okay.
Then we've got the jumbo. This is now going to Egypt, right? This is a jumbo. Don't tell me jumbo. Jubi.
Is that a fig?
Jujube. No, this is jujube. And then this is
fig.
This is fig right here. Dried fig.
Dried fig, yeah.
So what is dried jujube? What is that?
That's dates.
Oh, is it dates?
Wow. I think.
Okay.
It
looks like
sure.
It is. It's dates.
It has a different.
But it looks very leathery.
Different texture than the Egyptian or the Khaliji. Khaliji, when I say Khaliji, I say Saudi, Emirati, Kuwaiti, or Iraqi.
The Majdul or whatever.
Yeah, the Majdul, but
Majdul,
I mean,
hard.
yeah,
It's leathery.
No, yeah, it's very leathery, like Egyptian,
They don't eat this.
or Saudi or Iraqi, which is like the biggest producers of dates in the world. I mean, this is why America's in the Middle East, also not for the oil, baby, for the dates. I tell you, I mean, good try.
We did not impress you with our
Good try, but no.
Dry. So this is not what the Egyptians. Okay. Well, we do have. I'm going to stick to the West African. Try some of this West African puff puff.
Puff puff.
Yeah, puff puff. It's like our version of donut.
Oh,
Hell yeah, right?
Oh, it's sweet. It's nice.
Have you ever had anything like this before?
The closest thing that we have is zalabia or lomat al-adi, but it is much smaller and it's much sweeter. I mean, this is dry. This is kind of like dry. Ours is kind of like very rich, and I think ours is also will lead you more to heart disease faster than this. We kind of like deep fry it in oil, and it's delicious.
Nice.
Well, shall we have a little talk?
I mean, again, good try.
Yeah, a little talk.
Right on.
Hibiscus. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
It's so refreshing. That was kind of cool. I don't think I'm ever going to have that again. I do have a funny story though. The very first time I went to, was it Egypt? I was in Egypt in 2008.
Yeah.
And then I was in that same trip, I actually went to, Dubai. I was in the United Arab Emirates. And I don't think I grew up on dates. And so I'm just going at it. Oh, this is so sweet.
Yes.
And they have it in the room right when you walk in. And I'm just going,
yeah.
Nobody told me that thing was going to mess me up. High in fiber. Man, my stomach was rumbling.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, whoa. They said, oh, how many of those things? Oh, you're not supposed to eat. Man, when I say I almost ate like a whole thing of it, I almost ate a whole thing. That thing
You had the whole Nile running through your head.
Look,
Upper and lower
like
Egypt.
you have been penetrated by a palm tree, man.
The river runs through it.
I did not know. And ever since then, I tread when it comes to the dates. I go, man, 5 or 6, that's good. I'm good. I can handle 5 or 6. But
It's a lot of privilege.
I know.
Oh, yeah, it's
I have a
heavy
sweet
cement.
tooth. I have a sweet tooth.
But that's why. I mean, again, good for you guys to Nigeria. To everything. Keep them.
Man, we didn't do good on the Egyptian snacks. I don't know what Egyptian snacks
He was like, you should have just stuck with your own food. Give me some dry.
I'm gonna throw CJ under the bus. CJ found it, not me.
Just look at him. Take it closer. This is trash. It's just from far away. You're like,
But it looks-
what is
no,
that?
but it looks- It's colorful.
I like it.
I didn't try to
It
fit.
just looks dry. That's
Yeah,
all I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Because when I see dates, they don't look dry.
They look shiny and
They look like, damn, they look old. Remember the little Raisinette singing raisins?
They look like,
Heard it through the grapevine.
they look like they need you two for some Africa 8 concert.
Damn, this is like, God.
man.
They need Bono, man.
Wait, is this good?
Oh man. All right. So we get into the names.
Well, thanks for the hospitality.
Yeah. My bad. We get into the names, and we like to tell kind of our full names. Ismok.
Ismek.
Ismech.
Ismek.
Ismes.
No.
Ismek.
It's just like a simple K. You can do.
Oh,
A simple K. Ismek.
Why?
It's
That's
not-
the
Yeah.
sound you make when you eat one of those.
Ismek.
Ismech.
This is a ismech.
I so badly wanted to impress you to show off to him.
I know, and you messed up, and he was like,
Yeah.
nope.
Can we cut that part out?
Nope. Leave it in.
Ismech.
No,
Stop hating on me. Ismech.
It's me.
It's me.
It's me, Bassem.
Okay.
It's me,
It's
Bassem.
me, Akbar.
Akbar. Hi, Akbar.
Yes. You see, you didn't know.
It's me,
Yeah, you didn't know.
Godfrey.
Shukran.
Shukran.
Afwan. You said, that's amazing.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
This man right here.
He didn't know I could speak Arabic.
You can't. Akbar got
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
How about this?
This is like kind of like the tourist version of anything. It was like, hi, Sesame Street.
Okay, no.
How about this?
I am not a terrorist.
No. Hold on.
We have normal human greetings. We came in peace. Please don't shoot me. Just the basics.
Okay, I have another one. La'a.
Yeah.
La'a. I use that a lot.
La'a. No, please don't shoot.
No. Yeah, la'a.
How about I have bad words?
Huh?
Oh yeah, of course, the bad word.
Sharmut.
Yeah, like why did you choose the masculine version?
When you call a man, sharmut.
Like a man.
What does that mean?
Whore.
A whore.
Oh.
Sharmut. Ha is like a female whore.
Oh, okay.
We
With the A, sharmuta, sharmut.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like man whore, woman whore.
How about what is Sabah creer, masa creer?
مساء الخير. مساء الخير is like a good night. Good night.
Oh, good night. Sorry.
صباح الخير is good morning. Good morning.
Sabah
الخير.
ikhair.
The goodness. It's actually
Stop making fun of me. I'm trying to learn.
Yeah.
Eat one of those.
So sabah morning.
Sabah
Morning. مساء
Meser.
is evening,
Evening.
right? And then you say el khair. So basically, our greetings is, may your morning be full of goodness. May your evening be full of goodness.
It's so much better than just saying good morning, right? Like it's a little bit more interesting.
So like right before we started recording, like you had like a friend from Lebanon,
Yes.
like colleague, and we were saying to each other,
exactly who you were.
I was like To'borni.
Yeah.
To'borni is a Lebanese endearment term.
Yes.
It's one word.
Yeah.
To'borni, but if you actually break it down, it really means like, may you outlast me, that I die before you and you put me in my grave.
Wow.
This is like deep and dark and all in the same time.
Because-
with one word. This is how expressive Arabic language is. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's crazy because you're telling that person, I want you to live long, but I want myself to die. That's kind of
It's
kind of weird.
Yeah. No, it's kind of like the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, whoa. I just died in your arms tonight.
Something like that.
Like, because
It's just like death is the highest level of love, it seems,
Damn.
in all languages.
I guess, yeah.
I have in Egypt, and they called. I said they gave me a name. My Egyptian friends in New York gave me a name, calling me Antar Ben Shaddad.
Antar Ben Shaddad. How racist of this.
Because what does that mean?
They
What does that mean?
looked to the most famous black Arab guy in history and just gave it to you.
Because it's a story. Antar is a guy, Farid Shawki.
Antar ibn Shaddad is like a very known character from the urban legends. He was like like an incredible desert warrior, and he was a slave.
Right.
And he was a slave with darker skin. And this is a story of him coming out of slavery and kind of like earning his freedom. It's a great epic
But
story.
he was in love with Abla.
Yeah.
And Shaibub was his sidekick.
Yeah.
I saw the movie.
You saw the movie? Oh my God.
Shawki.
Yeah.
You played him, and I watched it on a VHS. My friend gave it to me. Watch Antar. It's a good movie.
Yeah, okay. Okay, what's your impression?
And I was like, okay. And the guy, it was a little corny, but I guess that's me.
It's like you find like someone who looks slightly Asian, look like, oh, you're our Bruce Lee,
Yeah, right.
It's like Jackie Chan.
They say you
It's when I travel to around the world, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Antar Ben Shaddad. And then also, I remember when I was in Egypt and I said, I want to go to the record store. I was going to go to a record store to get some Egyptian music. So I chose on just I said, let me get Hakim, Masra.
Oh my God.
Hakim. Then I got Kulthum. By the way.
All right. Okay.
Who's the goddess.
Completely different eras. Yeah.
But I was like, who's that lady with the glasses and the scarf?
Yeah.
I like retro. I like old school.
Yeah.
And I said, man, let me get that. So I brought that, and Amir Diab.
Amr Diab. Okay.
Boom. So I brought it back to the hotel because I knew all the staff. I talked to all of them. They're going, what did you bring? What did you bring? They said, oh, this is good, man. You have a good taste. It's a good taste. Because they don't have THs. It's a good taste. You say pizza or Pepsi. Pizza or Pepsi. They don't have any P's.
Yeah.
So you're like, the pizza or Pepsi. You go see the pyramids. Yo, so they said you have good
the memories.
Taste. So I knew about, and then I saw her documentary, blah, 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 but I picked some of the best.
I love the accent in there. Like your full name. What is your full name?
Like Bassem, like my Bassem Rafat Muhammad Youssef.
Oh wow, that's a lot. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, it's like,
Okay.
Full name.
Yeah, we do the full names. I've got two middle names.
Okay.
So it's Akbar Olua Kemi Idowu Bajabia Miller.
Okay.
Yeah. I did the same thing to your name. Whoa.
Okay, my name is Akbar. I am a Nigerian prince. And I am trying to get my inheritance. Please send me your bank account. Because I need to get my money outside of the country.
You know what's so funny though with the name like Akbar, because Allahu Akbar, right? Is whenever I travel with my group of boys, like I was like, man, when we go to predominantly Muslim countries, I said, don't be yelling my name out loud, because people will think that either you're going into prayers or something else is gonna happen. Like, Allahu Akbar, they're like Akbar. So it's the whole running joke is that they'll scream my name and then dash out. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's
but like if you go to a Muslim, it's different here. I understand if you're here, it's like Akbar and they run.
Right.
But like if you go to Pakistan, for example, it's like Akbar and everyone's like cousin.
That is true. It's cousin. Right. It's an odd name here, but a common name.
It's like, hey, John.
Everybody's Muhammad in Egypt.
Yeah, it's the most common name in the world.
Yeah, it's Muhammad. There's sometimes two Muhammad, and it's like they repeat. They'll repeat their names.
Muhammad. There's so many Muhammad, and that's why everybody's going around with like their last name. It's like Muhammad, Shaddad. It's like Shaddad. So basically, Muhammad is an additive. Nobody actually uses it because everybody is Muhammad.
Everybody is Muhammad.
So you just cancel. What does your full name mean?
No, like Bassem. That's my name. Rafat is my dad's name. These are not middle names.
Oh, no, I'm saying, but what the meanings of the name?
Okay, so Bassem, my name means smiley guy, the smiley person.
Oh, wow.
Bassem. Okay, Rafat, my dad's name means someone with empathy and he's gentle. Muhammad. And Youssef is Jake, Joseph.
Joseph.
Yes. That's my barber's name. He's from Morocco. 20 years. Yes. Yusuf's just Joseph.
Muhammad is the
name of the prophet.
The last prophet.
Yeah, the prophet. Yeah. What was life like in Egypt for you growing up? Like growing up as your child, taking us through kind of your childhood in Egypt.
So I am kind of the I grew up in a typical Egyptian middle class family. My dad was a judge and my mom was like a university professor.
Oh wow!
And I was a nerd as like my dad, my brother. So my brother went to engineering. I went to medicine because this is what you do.
Yeah.
These are the choices that you have in the Middle East. Either like a doctor or an engineer or a disappointment. This is basically the three options.
That's the same thing in the Nigerian culture. Yeah.
And growing up, I was like a typical nerd. Like my elementary school, I was like in a Catholic school, nerd, just like studying nothing else. And then my parents decided to send me to a private school, kind of a British system, and they were like, I went with other people who were rich, very rich.
Yeah.
I was one of the rich guys. I was one of the kind of like the poorer people in the school. Yeah. So I was continued being a nerd and I was good at sports. I played all kinds of sports.
Yeah.
I was good there. So I wasn't one of those kind of, ostracized nerds, but, I wasn't like boyfriend material. I didn't have a girlfriend, growing up. I didn't know how to talk to women. Yeah. I was like terrible, Yeah. And then I went to, medical school. Mm-hmm. And after medical school, this is where I had my late blooming. I was a very late bloomer. And I started learning salsa.
Ooh, hell yeah!
Yeah. So and at the same time, I specialized. Like after I graduated, I became a residency for heart surgery. Right. So I was like a heart surgery junior doctor and a salsa dancer. So like a chick magnet, man. Like so basically, I was making up for all of my nerd days. I was like, this was the revenge of the nerd. So and then I kind of developed that, and I became a salsa teacher. So I actually opened one of the earliest salsa schools in Egypt. Yeah. So I would do my shifts and do the salsa, and I was actually earning more money from teaching salsa than me being a resident. Yeah.
Wow. Oscar de Leon.
Yeah.
And Hector Lavoe, Willie Colon.
Yes.
Wepa.
Celia Cruz.
Celia Cruz. Azúcar.
Yeah. Azúcar.
You have strong memories from your childhood, like during the younger years. Or like, do you have like a core memory from growing up?
Other than being hit? No. No, actually my parents were very gentle. They hit me. What's my core memory? Like, I mean, tell me an age, like.
Let's go 12 to 15. Was there a core memory in that kind of early teenage, time,
Other than being rejected by every girl.
That was, that's a big thing.
I think that's my core thing.
That was your core, that was your core thing.
The rejection. And that's why I made it up growing up and doing stand-up comedy. Because, you know, we do it because we need the validation. This is all from our trauma of being rejected from all those. So we go there. It's like, yes, laugh at my joke. Yes, embrace me, love me, because I have so much trauma and I need the validation.
I agree.
You still want to talk? You still want to talk about it? It seems like you want to get it off.
Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing, doctor.
Yes. Tell us, what was her name? What was her name?
Well, there were the names. There were many of them.
Oh, there were many of them.
Yes.
Damn, I got a thing. I want to show. Can you like do a little salsa real quick? Because we always.
Well, no, his neck, man.
No, his neck is. Watch.
Okay. Like what? You're gonna dance together?
Let's try a little something.
Let's get the cameras. Well, let's make sure we got the cameras on you.
I got my false. Okay. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, great. How's he doing? How's he doing?
Well, he knows what he's doing. What you talking about?
Hey, you got hips for an Egyptian, huh?
Okay. I'm like, woo. Yeah. Wepa, bailando perfecto. Yeah, we got approval. Yeah,
I want to hate on him so bad right now, but that was impressive.
Look at that. And you got to smile too.
Like smile, like a big Nigerian smile. Smile.
Hello, ladies. This is for rejecting me. You bitches.
All I gotta say is you guys are gonna become the new memes. You guys just got meme-ified.
Meme-ified, like mummified.
Yeah,
like man, you the owner.
Yeah, like that girl, like in. See that girl, like in the beauty pageant.
Oh, in the beauty pageant, yes, the Asian with that. What was this Latin girl?
Oh, yeah, the Latin.
She was doing this. Everybody else is like,
okay, sit down. What happened to your neck? What happened to your neck?
I got whiplash from 154.
What happened? Okay.
What happened? Honestly, what happened to your neck?
Midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis?
No, seriously, no. I actually have like a very chronic neck pain, and I think it's like sleeping wrong. Yeah. I'm at the age now where like any movement, your body is in rebellion.
Yeah. Right.
And then I think also, you know, from looking at the phone, and this weekend I was in Dallas. Mm-hmm. So we had 6 shows back to back. And you know.
6 shows?
6.
Oh, 6. Oh, okay.
Dude, you're dirty.
I didn't. I was like, I just want to make sure I was clear.
So you know the club. So.
Or Addison, I was just.
Yeah, you were there. So sometimes you forget yourself and you talk, and then you forget yourself because your head in this position a lot. So you kind of like it flared up.
Oh wow!
So I said, okay, you know, I need to put this brace so to kind of like
remind you to keep it.
Yeah, to remind myself.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow! Yeah, man, it seems like
no man. What the hell? I'm trying to prove that I'm still young. It's like a mid-age crisis. It's like so much trauma, man.
And that's what happens. That's what ends up.
And that's why I need my adrenochrome. I need to have some baby's blood in order to survive.
Yeah, man,
like those people in Epstein
like
Island.
You need more some more Zobo.
Zobo.
Refill that Zobo right
Y'all over here salsa and all sorts of
Zobo.
Do you still eat Egyptian food? Like, or have you become Americanized to where?
No. We still eat Egyptian food.
Like, what's considered Egyptian food?
Fool, which is the fava beans.
Fool?
Fava beans. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we call it fool.
Okay.
Falafel, which is which is the
falafels.
Yeah, but the difference. Okay, here's the difference.
Yours is the best. The Egyptians is so good.
Yeah. Okay. You know, starting like a culture war back there because like if
it's like jollof rice.
If people from Lebanon, Syria, and Palestine hear that, oh my God, they're gonna throw a fit. I agree. So here's the thing: the falafel.
Yes.
In Palestine, Syria, and Lebanon, beautiful by the way. They do it with hummus.
Yeah.
But we do it from the fava beans.
They do it from chickpeas, right?
They do it from the chickpeas or hummus. We do it from the fava beans.
Okay.
So that's the huge difference. I'm used to the Egyptian ones. Again, Lebanese, Syrian, lovely, but I prefer like that. So we have full falafel. You have the stuffed grape leaves, which is the dolma.
Yes, I've had that before.
Baklava?
Baklava, yeah, that's the
Baklava, everybody's baklava?
Yeah, baklava is kind of like the dessert. There's a dessert, but it's very specific back there. And then you have, of course, lentil soup. Lentil soup.
High fiber diet, by the way.
Of course.
Yeah, pretty healthy.
Yeah.
It's very, very healthy. It's very healthy.
What about the fruits? I know, isn't there that conversation?
Mango, baby.
The
mango, Egyptian mango. Nothing like Egyptian mango.
So hold on. Are you telling me that Egyptian mango is better than the mango that I have here in America, which I...
Oh, what? You don't have mango in America. You have cucumber. You have cucumber.
No, I have...
You have cucumber doubling as a mango. It looks like a mango, but it tastes like cucumber. It tastes like nothing.
What's the big difference between the Egyptian mango and
the Egyptian mango is mango, dude. It's beautiful. It's juicy. It's sweet. I cannot even describe it to you. I cannot describe it. You can imagine the sweetest, most beautiful thing you've ever tasted in your life, and then.
That's not a...
I said no. The mangoes that I have in America,
terrible.
Terrible.
No, nothing like the Egyptian mango.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Okay, you just put that on.
Next time you go to Egypt, you go in the summer because they are there for just like a couple of months because we eat it in season.
Okay. What other fruit? Are there any other fruits that are?
Oh yeah, I mean like our watermelon, something else. It's beautiful.
Watermelon.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Do they have the seeds or no seeds? Because now they have.
The modified stuff has the no seed, but we still have the seed stuff. Yeah.
I heard you earlier when you were speaking to Godfrey's friend before we just got on. Arabic. Do you dream in Arabic or do you dream in English?
Both.
Really?
It's crazy.
Okay. Yeah, because I've always wondered that for people who are, because you're multilingual or bilingual?
Just bilingual.
Bilingual. I've always often wondered, like, when you're dreaming, how do you dream? Like I dream only in English, so that's all I know,
No, I dream both. I have many characters in my head. These are the same the characters that are in my head right now while talking to you. It's the same voice.
Now I know what it is. That's how you mess your neck up. You're like,
yeah. It's like, what? Who? Me?
So English was your first?
My second. No, it's
second. So Arabic was first.
Yeah.
And then when did you start learning English?
In elementary school.
In elementary school.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a second language.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I started off early. I grew up in a Muslim household. Converted to Christianity, and I remember going.
Oh my God, you're an infidel. You're an apostate. Infidel. You should be eliminated.
So here's the thing. My dad's Muslim, my mom Christian.
Yes.
So I would go.
So that
to
makes
church.
you a Jew.
I went to church and I went to Islamic school.
We've started.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to Islamic school, so I would be writing right to left and then left to right. Like it was one of those things that like I was going back and forth, and then once I got to college, that's when I kind of converted. But that whole, for me as a left-handed person, because I'm left-handed, it was always better. You know what I mean? To, as you're kind of trying to write, you're kind of going this way, and then you're trying to come this way.
Yeah.
So at least this way, I wasn't smudging as much. You know? What I mean? Yeah, because I'm going this.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
you're writing Arabic too.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
no. I like Arabic has been like I've been like studying, writing, speaking Arabic all my life. English is a second language. And, when I left Egypt and I came here, there was like a period of darkness. Yeah. 3-4 years of nothingness. I was like, that guy came from the biggest show in Egypt, and then I came to America, nobody. Yeah. I'm a nobody. Yeah. And like Comedy Central will not hire me to do a political satire show. They're already stacked,
Yeah.
So now I had to survive. I had to do something else. So I started to teach myself stand-up comedy in English. And in the beginning, I sucked. I sucked big time because I started doing stand-up comedy when I'm 45.
Yeah.
Only 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
So the first few years were terrible. I was bombing so hard.
Yeah.
And it's not about the language. I could speak the language. But I'm fluid with the language. But it's the cadence, the timing, the humor, the economy of words, the choice of words, everything. You're not just learning grammar and words. You're learning a whole new vibe, a whole new style of living, a whole new pre-programmed way for the output of the language that comes from your mind. How, when, it was very difficult.
Yeah.
But it's better now.
Yeah, because, there's so much difference when you look at culture, like even like the cultural etiquette, for example. Like, what are some of the cultural etiquettes in Egypt that you find different here in the United States?
When I say Egypt, I would also include Egypt and Lebanon and Palestine and Syria and Saudi. We have so much things in common that I think you can also appreciate as someone who's coming from Africa. It is the sense of community, the sense of family, the sense of togetherness. The cultural difference is like we fight over the bill because for us it is a matter of pride.
Yeah.
A matter of it's an insult that you pay for that.
Wait, you mean you and I, or are you talking about
And in general, if you are, especially if you are someone like in my city, for example.
Yeah, I come to.
It will be an insult if you even put your hand in your pocket to get your wallet out.
Oh, I got this. So,
yeah. No, you can't. No. And they take it seriously. And you will be surprised that even how, if you go to Egypt, someone who doesn't have that much money, who doesn't have that much to share, but they would share. They would actually make it a point to show their generosity. And this is the beauty about, that part of the world. It's this is the sense of generosity, even if you don't have much.
Yeah. True or false here? Is the left hand reserved for unclean tasks, like wiping yourself and after you go?
But
is it an insult? Is it a major insult?
It's not an insult, but the whole thing about the left hand being associated with.
Be careful now, I'm left-handed.
Yeah, but it's like Nigerian culture.
So for example, in Latin, the left hand is sinistra. Sinister, sinistra, it comes from the language. So it's not just the Arab, because it's somehow for over the years, the left-handed people were considered, demons.
I don't appreciate this. I've been bullied my whole life about this.
You were?
I was bullied.
Really?
No. I always felt special, but I got whoopings because in the Nigerian culture, me handing something, it was just
left
so natural.
hand.
Me handing something was considered very disrespectful.
Oh, okay. It's not that bad. It's disrespectful if you shake hand with the left.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
I always say sorry about
we're not that much to this left hand, right?
But I always say sorry about the left. I'm holding yo, sorry about the left.
Yeah. I never apologized for that. Only in the Nigerian.
I just go sorry about the left. Mm-hmm. It's like you just can't. And then Nigeria, you can't receive things with your left hand.
Wow.
In Nigeria,
I would say that's not like a Muslim thing. That's kind of like the Latin thing, sinistra.
Oh, it's just kind of been
you're bringing in the devil with the left hand.
Well, what about, are there any other things? The bathrooms. This is interesting. The bathrooms don't have toilet papers or soap. True or false?
No, of course we have toilet paper, but it comes from the fact is that we have the bidets.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. So we wash our so we don't need that much consumption of toilet paper.
Yeah.
So it's just like we use less.
Okay.
You guys destroy the planets.
Who's you guys? Don't put me in the you guys category.
Americans.
There's a lot of stained underwear walking. More bidets.
No, so you're saying essentially that especially in the Arabic countries that the butts are
Arabic
cleaner.
and Muslim countries. Cleaning is we take ass cleaning very seriously.
Yeah.
Unlike American foreign policy, we take ass cleaning very
America, we're whooping.
Yeah. I tell people, when you move here in America, when you move to a new apartment, like a new house, it's if you're an Arab or Muslim, in day one, you install a bidet. It's like, same day shipping, same day. We do it in the same day.
Same day.
Yeah.
So, do you have a bidet in your house?
Every single bathroom.
Every single bathroom?
Oh my God, yes.
It's the best ever.
All right.
My God.
Okay.
Yes.
So, what do you think about toilet papers? Are toilet papers nasty?
No, we use it to dry,
Is
not
it
to
nasty?
clean.
No. If a person just cleans their butt with toilet paper, are they nasty?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Very nasty.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I grew up cleaning my butt with water.
Imagine if you have on your hands.
Yeah.
Would you clean it with toilet paper, or would you wash it?
No, you
just answered my question.
Yeah, I would be.
So
like,
your ass is a part of your body like hands.
I grew up cleaning my butt with water.
Okay, good for you.
I grew up. My father
good for
raised
you.
us to clean them, and people thought that was weird. I thought that was a
How
common
is
experience.
gaslighting in
like,
this country?
yeah.
How is that? How is
America.
cleaning your ass weird?
Yeah.
How is that weird? How is that?
Well, I had to keep that quiet because I thought, I was like, oh yeah, you clean your butt with water. I was like, you clean your butt with, and I was like, oh,
What the hell?
that was the first time I remember. I was in the 4th grade when I just, volunteered that information, and I was like, oh, this is not. Everybody doesn't do that. We didn't have toilet paper in my house. We didn't have toilet paper in my house.
Ever?
Not until I got to high school we had toilet paper.
Oh, you just with that kind of wash?
Yeah.
No, you wash and dry. You wash and dry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, that's why they say you got to up your ass. Yeah, you're right.
More about cleaning after the break.
What about hand gestures?
We make a reverse middle finger. How do you do a middle? How do you flip someone? You flip someone like this, right?
It's this way?
Like this. No, we do it like this.
What?
Oh, like you guys do it like this, we do it like this.
It's just so
Or this.
see.
Like you see, because this is actually more biological if you think about it, because you need these to rest and the other one to do the job.
Are you messing around? Or are you?
No, it's true.
So if you
And if like our friend Mo Amir, he's like batiz, like in your ass. That's Palestinian. Egyptian is you just like do it like this.
So you do this?
You do this or this, like from up or from down.
But here in
is she
America,
doggy
you do
or
this. That's
depending on her.
You're a little moist.
Depending where what
where you-
position.
Oh, well, I did this. Wait,
Like,
where?
This is Karate Kid.
I thought it was like some old Star Trek stuff.
Yeah.
it's like,
What about married couples holding hands? What's that all about? Cool for married couples to hold hands?
Yeah. What do you mean married? Yeah.
I know when men hold. I know in
Yeah,
Egypt,
men
hold
men
each
have
other.
this kind of like
What's that? What's that?
It's just like it's cool. And I actually when I grew up, I found that weird because maybe you don't see it much in certain parts of the city, but maybe people have this kind of like camaraderie. That like kind of like men just like go in and just like walk like this, and it's not like it looks gay, but it's not.
Yeah, but
it's like
I only saw it in Egypt. I was like, they just
they just like walk like this. It's kind of like
I just can't.
But it's close into like if you
No,
don't
they'll
talk to
literally-
I know.
It's kind
in
of
America, it'd be like, hey man, you want to
back
go to
up,
the park? Yeah. That's just it. No way.
Did you ever have like?
No, I didn't like that. I would like.
So you didn't come to America and say, "Hey, I want to talk to you."
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Let's go to the gym.
What about leaving food on the plate?
That's okay. So we have a saying when we were younger, like kind of like 4 or 5 years old. Our grandmothers, our aunts, our mothers, they would tell them, "Don't leave the food on the plate, or else that food will run after you on Judgment Day." It's not like there's people starving in Africa. Those people. No, it's just like this food is going to run and chase you down. It's going to chase you. So basically, if you leave like a half-eaten drumstick, that drumstick will be reanimated and run after you. And they never tell us how the chase ends. They never tell us that. It's just like we are stuck with that image that whatever like food remnants are left is just going to run after you.
How much food is going to chase after you?
Exactly. So we, as the younger children, we learn, like, oh my God, we have to eat it because look at this like 3 Ps will run after me, and I don't want it.
All right, I want to talk more about Egypt. I want to talk about the pyramids, pharaohs, the gods, goddesses of Egypt. Let's start with the pyramids. I've been to the Pyramid Giza, had a chance to go inside of the Pyramid Giza. I didn't realize how small the opening was at, 6'6". I'm like, dang, I got to kind of squeeze my way through here. I was kind of surprised by that. But there's all these conversations on who built the pyramids. Let's talk about it. Who the hell built the pyramids?
Aliens.
I love saying aliens.
Well, here's the thing. If pyramids were built by white people, if the pyramids were in Scandinavia, nobody would have doubt. It was like, oh, maybe it's the aliens. I don't know. We don't trust the abilities of these Egyptians.
Right.
Nobody would say that.
Right.
But it seems for some reason, like we are the only culture that everybody is claiming it's theirs.
Wow.
The Jews said, look, we built the pyramids, get the out. They were not even there when the pyramids were built. And well, archaeologically and historically, people build their impression about history by a cartoon called The Prince of Egypt. It was directed by Steven Spielberg, so everybody thought like, oh my God, we built the pyramids. They didn't, all right? Some other people say, well, it's the aliens. All right, okay, good luck. At least the aliens chose us. So, and then there is this whole thing about the Afrocentric thing, with all due respect. This whole thing, people trying to claim that the pyramids were built by an African culture, and then we as Arabs came as invaders. This is very dangerous and it's very wrong. First of all, Western African culture are extremely rich. You have an incredible history. You have, for example, the Kingdom of Mali, which is one of the richest kingdoms in history. The fact that people would claim other cultures as theirs and then consider other people as invaders, it is insulting, and it is kind of like, it's factually and historically not true. And I believe that there is a lot in the African culture and the African history that they can be proud of, instead of trying to get or claim some other cultures as theirs.
So Egypt is not African?
No.
It's in Africa.
No, we are in Africa. So I am everything. I'm African, I'm Arab, I'm Muslim, I'm Coptic. I am a product of all of these things. I do not claim a purity of race or purity of genetics. People who live there now are a product of a sequence of very rich civilizations that came, whether from the pharaohs to the Romans to the Arabs to the Christians, all of that. We were as a product. But it now becomes this whole thing about, there's like this whole new wave of discussion calling us the people who live in Egypt as invaders, as people stealing the history of other people. That I completely reject.
You think it's a combination of people that built?
Yeah, I mean, if you go to Egypt, for example, have you been to Cairo? Have you went down to Aswan or Luxor?
No, I didn't to Luxor. But
you will find, like, Egypt is so diverse. You will find people with a little bit fair skin like me, and you have people as dark as you down in the south, like the Nubians.
That's never portrayed, though. I'd never really see that portrayed.
They never show Nubians. They show like
as far as like
white people.
Because I know the Nubians are more south, right?
Show them where.
Whether it's cartoons or whether
just the imagery that we get. The imagery that we get.
Movies, which movies?
Ten Commandments.
Yeah, but that's not our.
We thought Charlton Heston was Moses.
But that's the problem of trying to understand a culture through basically entertainment,
media,
because entertainment is not true.
Yeah.
And for example, you have President Sadat, who's like
Anwar Sadat.
Yeah, you see,
he was like a black guy.
Yeah. Look, so with this whole thing about trying to turn whatever's happened in Egypt history as white versus left, that is not our thing. This is the white versus left is like an American thing. They are trying to impose a discussion or a conflict that we don't have anything to do with,
like a Western ideology.
Yeah, and projected on some. At that time, this area, Libya and Egypt and Algeria and Sudan and
Morocco,
all of these areas, these were like people with different backgrounds who moved around, and then at a certain time there was a timeline where they drew a line and people settled there, right? But the fact that you try to go and try to claim someone's history as theirs, if Nigeria, West Africa has a very rich history. If someone suddenly from Europe started to claim your heritage, you'd be offended.
Well, they
right?
did.
Yeah, and they do. And then they stole it, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's my.
So this is me admitting my ignorance, because I don't know, and I've often wondered about this. What are the indigenous people of Northern Africa, from Morocco to Algeria, Libya, Egypt? Who are the indigenous people? And I ask that because when you look south of the Sahara, right, and you see everyone, there's some sort of a tonal, type of, connection. But then when you go to North Africa, there is this variety that you talk about, right? More Arab. Were there ever like an indigenous,
I mean, the indigenous people of today were basically, they are the indigenous people who have been living there. Because,
we trying to say, was it the brothers first?
No,
Was
no.
it black, man? Just trying to get right
Well,
to the point, man. Was it black? Were we there first?
He said it. He
No,
said
man,
what
I was keeping
like,
real, man. Well, the brothers was there first, man. We was building the pyramid, and the Arabs said, hey, man, that's our. We was like, nah, man, we trying to build some triangles. Here you come with this bullshit, and you coming there, man, the brothers, he want to know, was it black, man? Was brothers in there like, what's up, king? All right, Pharaoh, what's going on? Who these motherfuckers? Some Arab motherfuckers. Well, and shit. I don't know.
You see, this is what happens when you watch too much entertainment. Pyramids were built by rappers, dude. Anyway, no. So to ask you a question, so for example, in North Africa, for example, you have Morocco and in Algeria, you have like the Berber living there, and the Amazigh. In Egypt, there was a mixture of so many cultures that accumulated over the years. So it was always been the Egyptians who were
there for, like,
we call them now Copts. We call
how are you spelling that?
We call we are like
Coptic,
the Coptic. Coptic doesn't mean Christian, but it's just the people who've been living there. Also, the pharaohs, like me.
They look like you?
No, not with blue eyes. Blue eyes, I think this was an addition.
So they were looking like us.
You cannot really say what does an Egyptian look like, because I can show you like a palette of different Egyptian faces and skin color.
But what about the characteristics? Is one of the controversial things, and we've seen this with I Show Speed, where we looked at the nose. Like when you look at features and you see, okay, why were the noses on the Sphinx blown off? You know, like what was that? And then a lot of this, there are other statues where the nose were removed.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Okay. So these are two different reasons.
Yeah.
The nose from the Sphinx was blown off because there was like a radical guy who thought that in order for people to not go back and worship idols, so I'm gonna cut their nose. Many of the noses that were smitten, these were like when the Christians took over parts of Egypt, like, the radical Christians, and they started to kind of like, do, it's kind of like an insult, and kind of like a rebellion against like the old religion. So it's really different. It's not like about like changing them. And also even the nose that you're talking about, you will find like completely different noses. Like the nose of Nefertiti is different from a nose of like someone who's like Ramesses. You will have like different, it's like, it's very that's why you're trying to box Egyptians in looking a certain way. If you look at the archaeological paintings for Egyptians in mid-Egypt, it will be different from Alexandria, it will be different from Upper Egypt or Southern Egypt. So all through those years, even when the Arabs came, they didn't come and replace them. The Arabs came with a very small army. They settled down and just mingled with the same people, like the same way that the Greeks came in and intermingled with the Egyptians. Same with the Romans came in and intermingled with the Egyptians. There were always like a core population that was living there. And since we have been there for like 7,000 years, all of these waves of invasions and changing of administrations and power, we became like this incredible mix of different cultures.
Yeah, I've heard different people, like when you look throughout the world, you talk about like if you go to Asia, and, you can see that there are different, obviously Asian groups, right? Within Asia, you go to Europe, you see that there's different European groups. But when you go to Africa and then you go just to North Africa, that is a big difference in change in features.
No, it's because of the color, but also.
But not just the color, just, I mean, because.
Yeah, the phenotype, but you see, it's also, it's because of all of that mixing that happened, Yeah. And this is why it is very dangerous. I don't like these kind of genetic fights. About like our genes and our race. We are just a mix of different human races. And I think it is very dangerous to import these kind of discussions of genetic purity into our area. This is a way to split people apart. This is a way to make people fight against each other.
Because I think people are trying to understand, like, was there an origin, right? Like when you talk about the indigenous people of the U.S., right? People will say, okay, hey,
that was
the Native Americans.
That was like an incredible genocide. No. These people were wiped out.
I understand that. I'm not making the comparison. I'm not making the comparison. I'm just saying the indigenous going to indigenous and just really trying to, because I genuinely don't know what the indigenous people of Northern Africa, like, was there a beginning? Because when you talk about mixed, when I hear mixed, it implies that multiple people from different places came together.
No, I think that the indigenous people in Egypt, they have been always living there.
Okay.
And their features have changed slightly and be made more diverse with the different waves of immigration that happen all through the thousands of years.
Yeah, we just feel like, I think when we talk, like a lot of historians, like black historians say, it's like they leave the black part out all the time. That's where it's just Afro, this negative thing about we don't want to have anything to do with black people. So they go, okay, so that's why I think they go, where were there any black people around? So they'll avoid all that.
I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
So Egypt, there was 30 dynasty over 5,000 years.
Yeah.
Dynasty number 22 and number 23, I think they were from Nubia.
Right.
The dynasty number 24, number 25 were from Libya. Right? So they were darker skinned pharaohs.
In the south.
In
the south versus the north. Yep.
And there were darker skinned pharaohs and there were lighter skinned pharaohs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that it is by the time the history that comes here, the black part is being left out.
Right. Yes.
But back in Egypt, we don't look at it from black and white. We have a Nubian culture, we have a Nubian side, and we have a little bit a northern side. We have a middle side. We don't look at it as Egyptian from like black versus white.
So it's not like the American type
but
of.
it's just that we learned from the American. They always do the black white. And leaving stuff out.
So you're saying that doesn't convert over?
Yeah, that doesn't convert because, as I said, like one of our president was looked like a brother.
Yeah,
what it is this whole thing about. And of course, I'm not saying that the racism doesn't exist before skin, because that's unfortunately it's there everywhere.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is the fact that we don't look at our pharaohs as black pharaohs or white pharaohs. They're just like pharaohs from different they have different looks and different backgrounds and different parts. It depends on where did you come from Egypt.
Yeah. Okay.
What other countries have you been to in Africa?
South Africa.
South Africa? Okay.
What a beautiful country.
Yes.
Beautiful people.
Agreed.
Incredible. I had shows there. I did Johannesburg, Cape Town,
Durban,
and Durban.
Cape Town.
Yeah.
Oh my God, beautiful country,
Yes.
beautiful people, amazing, lovely people. I can't wait to go back. I've been to Tunisia. I've been to Libya.
Libya, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and that's it.
That's it. Okay, so you've not done West Africa yet?
No.
Okay.
No, haven't done West Africa. Haven't done Morocco.
Okay.
I want to do Morocco. I want to do Algeria.
Okay.
I haven't done West
I
Africa.
spent 5 weeks in Morocco, and I kind of traveled all throughout. I was up in the Atlas
Morocco's
Mountains.
a beautiful country.
It is. It's very much.
Oh my God, it's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Morocco. Oh my God, what a beautiful country.
The food is amazing. So it was cool. What have you learned when you just in the couple of countries that you've been from south to your home country? What have you learned in just in looking at some of those different places you've been to? What do you appreciate?
I'll tell you, so for example, South Africa, I have never seen something that is so diverse, whether in nature or in people or in culture or in food. Such an incredible country. It's just like heavenly, especially Cape Town. And also, I was also hosted by people who were from Indian origin. In South Africa, there's a huge Indian,
especially on the east side, in Durban,
huge Indian community.
Yep.
Yeah.
What an incredible community that is! It is like a very unique community because they're Indian, but they're also South African.
Yeah.
And they carry both of them together.
Yeah.
It's like they are very patriotic, very South African patriotic, and they did not lose their Indian heritage. Also, many of them also are Muslims too.
Yeah.
So it is just like a very, very, very interesting community.
Yeah, you talk about the diversity, and I think even when you talk about geopolitics and you start getting into geographical location, this has been one kind of to what we were talking about before. Is Egypt considered the Middle East, or is it considered North Africa?
Yeah.
This is bad. This is,
It's a question it's a geographical question. It's a geographical
Let's
question.
talk about Middle East.
Okay.
Because, we use Middle East loosely to just make it easier. But the term itself comes from middle to what? Why is it called Middle East?
I don't know.
And why is Japan called the Far East?
It's a good question.
Because these were names that were named by the British Empire. It is Far East for me, Middle East to me.
They're the ones.
It's the British-centric terminology.
Right.
So because Britain is here.
Yeah.
So Britain is here, and then Egypt is here.
Yeah.
And then Japan is here. So that's the Far East.
And this is the middle.
To Britain.
Oh.
And this is the Middle East to Britain. So you see, so now there's like a huge talks about like, don't use the Middle East, it's a colonial term. But like I use it just for simplicity.
Right.
So to answer your question, yes, Egypt is in the Middle East.
Yeah.
It's in that region where they call now the Middle East.
Yeah.
And also we're North Africa. So basically, to answer your question, Egypt is, yes, they're Middle East. And in the same time, they are North Africa.
So
and at the same time, the Southern Mediterranean.
Yeah.
You know, you can be...
They can interchange.
Yeah, because of where it's located and based off of how we're using the term loosely. That's a great explanation.
It's a great
explanation.
I was in a museum. I was looking at Egypt and it said Middle East. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, it's North Africa.
But it's middle to what?
No. But now that you explain it, they don't explain it. It would be great if they had it like, this is the reason why we could. Of course, they just called it that.
Yeah.
And for clarity, Egyptians are Africans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wallahi, we are.
Yeah.
Wallahi al-Azim, we are.
Yeah, right.
That's why I don't like when the Afrocentric movement come in and they want to strip us our Africanism from us. And then call us invaders, call us like intruders from different countries. We are everything. We are, I tell people like, Egypt identify as an African country, we identify as a Muslim country, we identify as a Middle Eastern country, we identify as an Arab country. We're just geographically queer like that.
Yeah.
Like
you see, you talk about a play of words, right?
Yeah. Egypt is region fluid. Don't label me,
Honey, did you say region fluid? He said region fluid. Come on, man. I have never heard that before.
So being geographically ambiguous.
Oh,
just took the way you did that. See, you comedians, man. I got to tell you something. The way you guys do this stuff, because it gave me a different visual when you said that. I was like, wait, hold on, because that is applied in one place, but wait. Like geographically, could we not be in multiple?
Yeah,
I see what you
get
did.
It. Yeah, I spectrum.
Yeah, I see what you did there. I had a follow up, and now I lost my follow up.
Biscuits.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Fill my biscuit.
Give
more of that biscuit.
Little biscuit.
No, actually, no, hold on. Let me do it with my left hand.
Man, watch that, man. Watch that left hand, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
Man. Get more biscuit. We need more biscuits. That biscuits, baby. Oh, I'm gonna catch that. Come on, man.
Whoa.
Let's get into a little bit of your professional background.
Yes, sir.
Heart surgeon. You became
Salsa dance. Don't forget salsa.
Heart surgeon. Like,
That's crazy.
What was your craziest experience as a heart surgeon? I mean,
someone died.
Word.
Yeah, they die on table,
Wow.
You've actually experienced that before?
No, of course, like as a growing up medical student, like as an assistant, you will see a lot of people dying on table. I mean, it's more like whether they come in an accident, whether it's an operating room. I mean, the crazy experiences is like in the ER, and, as a doctor, this is what you have to go through, open people up, you kill a few of them. It's called collateral damage. And then you just move on with your life.
Damn. Yeah. You put the blanket over.
Yeah.
It's like, hey.
It's like time of
all
death.
we could do. Yep.
Whenever.
We did what we could do.
Did that really happen?
It happens.
I'm uncomfortable because
Why, Habibi?
I mean, so you
You just have to trust me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So have you ever had a heart beating in your hand like in the movies?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not out of there. It's not like, it's not The Exorcist.
I mean, what's that? Indiana Jones.
Did you ever get weirded out when the first time you actually did? Do you remember the first time you cut somebody scalpels and give me the scalpel and he saw their chest open and
I just did it.
You just did it?
Yeah. You see it a few times. And then you said, I want to do it, I want to do it, I want to do it, I want to do it. And then you remember your first skin incision. It's like, and then now we know how you're a serial killer, and you're in the right profession.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I would not have the mindset. I would pass out. Actually, I think I would.
That's
pass
halal.
Out. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
But
Yeah.
You received.
Sounds like barbecue.
So you received training in lung transplant and and cardiac.
I was a cardiac surgery, and I received training in different subspecialty, and I actually wanted to subspecialize in pediatric heart surgery.
Oh, okay.
And I got accepted in a fellowship in America.
Okay.
Because I did all of my USMLEs, all of my transfer exams, and I was about to travel. And then 2011, the revolution in Egypt happened, the Arab Spring. And this is where I started my media career, because I started to do YouTube videos, and those videos went viral. And all of that, I'm waiting for my papers, my H1 visa to arrive from the States.
Oh, to go.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like killing time, producing these YouTube videos, clowning around and just like putting it on YouTube, just like making fun of the state-run media. And before I know it, I get it goes like widely viral, and I receive my first ever TV contract. And on the day that I'm signing my TV contract, the papers from Cleveland arrive, the papers from America, for my visa arrives. And now I have to make a choice. Should I choose this honorable profession that, alleviates people's pains and make them happy, or should I continue being a doctor? So,
I'm telling you, it's the shirt.
Anyways, I left medicine. And I became a comedian, and because of that decision, many more people are alive today. So thank you very
much. Comedy gives life.
Yeah, comedy gives life by basically taking me out of the profession.
So you must have had that couldn't have been an easy decision to make, because you invested a lot of time to get to that point where you opened it up 20 years. 20 years.
Yeah.
Just like that.
7 years of medical school, 13 years of operating.
Damn, that's crazy.
Well, okay, so that makes the walk away that much greater then.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow.
But I didn't leave.
What was it?
I didn't leave right away.
Yeah.
I did because my mom was very upset with me leaving medicine. Of
course.
So she's like, you have to continue being a doctor. So I said, so I promise I'm going to continue being a doctor while doing the show. So by the second season, I was making enough money. I said, listen, I'm making enough money now and I need more time. So I actually resigned after 2 years into the show. So I continue being a doctor and in the show at the same time. And that would actually put me into some very uncomfortable situations, because I was becoming very famous.
Yeah.
And now I'm doing the rounds with the other doctors, and people are recognizing me. I remember one day, and this is actually the day that I decided I'm not going to continue doing this, because I was there. I was like an attending doctor, so like I'm doing the morning rounds with senior doctors. So, you have to be, you have to take like a second. And then like one of the patients, like he was scheduled for like aortic valve replacement.
He came right back to life.
And then he was sitting there, and then he looked at me, I was like in front of the whole round. I was like, like, you're the guy on the television. You're the funny guy. Is he going to operate on me? And then that's it. Like, people will not take me seriously in this profession.
Wow.
It's like, can you imagine? I go, it's like, okay, Mr. Muhammad, we are going to open you up with, we're going to use like an electrical saw to kind of split your chest open. You're so funny. I love it. So what are you going to really do? It's like, no, really, we're going to split. We're going to split the throat.
I can't take
We're gonna stop your heart. We're gonna open it, and we're gonna just like, oh, that's so funny.
So you must, I mean, that to me, like I think about it. So you have a wealth of knowledge. Like I remember, like from you probably know Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
Yes,
Sanjay.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta. He did this thing called The Last Heart Attack years ago. And I found it so fascinating about the heart. And there was a thing called the coronary calcium scan. You're probably familiar with this. And you go in and it can detect whether or not that you have
based on calcification index.
Yeah, calcification inside the arteries. And I didn't have anything, but I at least wanted to have my baseline, right? I had to forge through to kind of get this scan. They go, what do you mean? You're so young. I was like, I want to know what my baseline is. Anyways, I'm good. I'm clean. And so I guess my question to you is like, what does a person need to do? Like, especially when you look at the Western diet, what does a person need to do to keep their clean?
Better.
And what does that mean?
Eat better. And I know it's very controversial because what my version of eat better is will be different from Joe Rogan, for example.
Yeah.
Right. Joe Rogan will eat like a live cow as like, I'm better at this.
Right.
I'm a huge advocate of plant-based diet.
Okay.
I'm a huge advocate of plant-based diet, eating stuff from plants and trying to get away from animal products, trying to get away from processed food as much as I can.
Yeah.
And I think that works for me, and I see it working for many people. And even if there's something called the blue zones. The blue zone, there's like 7 blue zones around the world. And if you actually investigate these blue zones where like they have like more life expectancy than the rest of the world, you will see that their food is primarily or mostly plant-based diet. There's one of the blue zones here in California, Loma Linda. And the reason that they are one of the blue zones is they're Seventh Days Adventists. And if you look at their diet, they're a plant-based diet.
Is that in Orange County? Loma Linda?
It's around there, that area, Loma Linda.
Yorba Linda. Yorba Linda.
Luma, L-U-M-A, Luma Linda.
Loma Linda. I don't know where that is.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. Where's that? Near Palm Springs or something?
The one from California keep popping up, but it's L-O.
L-O, yeah, L-O.
Okay, where's that?
By San Bernardino.
Yes. So this is mostly their Seventh Days Adventists, where their diet is primarily plant-based.
Oh.
I'm a big advocate, but again, I'm not telling anybody to stop their medications or anything. But like, I think if you invest in your diet, like, eating well, and if you invest in your muscle mass, because your muscle is your second heart.
So if you invest in your muscle mass
and your diet,
heart health,
and your diet, because it's your secondary pump. It's the tone of your body that keeps your blood flowing. But also it's like, so basically move, work out and eat plants.
What about this whole fasting thing? People do the intermittent fasting.
Lovely, amazing.
Well, really?
Yes.
Okay, so do you do intermittent fasting?
Yes, I try as much as I can.
Okay.
Because you see, consider your body is like a huge engine. 70% of the engine, of the energy that is produced by the engine goes to metabolism. Go to digestion. Every time you eat, your body is working. Everybody eats, your body is working. So when you reduce the load on your body and you fast, you give your body more time to heal. Now I'm not doing all of that much expenditure, grinding everything that you're giving to me. That's a lot. That's a load in your system. So fasting is an incredible way to actually heal your body.
I'd be having a hard time getting past the hunger pains. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my goodness. But then there is that energy you get once you kind of get over that.
There's like a hump.
Yeah, there's a hump. And then you're good.
Right. Ramadan, you practice?
Yeah.
You don't.
No. I stopped in my second year in college.
But even if you don't do it like Ramadan, religious, the whole idea of like water fasting. And some people, the easiest way that you can apply from day to day is to do just like the daily intermittent fasting, which is basically skip breakfast.
Yeah, pretty much.
Eat your first like meal at 12 or 1, eat your last meal at 5 or 6, and just like eat within the 6 hours of window, and just like the 18 hours, just like drink fluids.
So doctor, I got a problem. Can you help me out?
Oh.
I have this thing and
Viagra.
I don't have that problem. I don't have that problem. Okay.
Let me show you. I have penis power.
Let me take my dictator shirt and show what's underneath.
Servants, show them what is under here.
Oh, that's a longer
I
episode.
am from Nigeria.
I will show you.
We do not have this problem. We don't take Viagra. Viagra takes us.
That's actually a true statement. That's actually a true statement.
Yes.
No, what was my problem now that I told you? Oh, yes. My problem is breakfast.
Yes.
I believe breakfast has to be a certain thing. It's got to be something sweet, some eggs, some sausages. Like I can't eat like lunch type food and dinner type food. Like I have to have like a Danish or a croissant and all this other stuff.
That's the fast track to heart disease, man.
Is it really?
You're not eating breakfast. You're eating dessert, basically.
You sound like my friend from
You're
from
eating
the
so
UK.
much fat and so much sugar in the morning, pancakes and sausages, and That's too much on your vessels, man. That's not. Yeah. You're. By the way, I'm like you. Before I used to be addicted to breakfast. I need to start my day with food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once you cross that thing, your body will feel much better. You feel lighter.
Yeah.
Because remember, like, you wake up and then this was exactly what you do. You wake up and then you give something to your body to do. You're already putting your body in overdrive.
Yeah.
You're already exhausting your body the moment that you're not putting fuel. You're just giving them chores.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. You're not putting, you just say that again?
You're not really putting in fuel with all of the fat and all of the sugar. You're just giving your body chores.
Wow.
Hey, there's not a mic. You want to drop something? A mic or something? Or just drop that. There you go.
You're not putting fuel in your body. You're just giving your body chores. And then dramatic effect.
Man, you better watch your neck, man. You swing it. Watch it.
No. Like that. No. This is helping.
It's really,
it is helping. I feel so contained.
Oh man.
I
don't know why.
I feel I booked like a session with a dominatrix.
I feel like a straight jacket belongs to you. That's be his next comedy special. Like,
bring up the gimp.
Pulp Fiction. Bring out the gimp.
Oh my goodness. All right, you want to get back into some more historical talk?
Yeah.
All right. In 2011, the people of Egypt wanted the then President Mubarak to end his 30-year reign. What led to the Egyptian revolution?
Well, I mean, if you look throughout the world, there has been a lot of like movement of liberations and revolutions, like everything, there's always going to be like a political dissent. It's always going to be like a point where people can't take it anymore. Yeah. At the time, I had a lot of hope that this will actually go into like a better direction. But now it's kind of like we as Egyptians, we make jokes about that time. It's like the Arab Spring that turned into the Arab winter. I still like, I still have like amazing memories of the time. And, they say like 90% of the revolutions don't actually succeed. That's actually historically. And, at the end of the day, it's just looking back to the last 15 years of all of the changes that happened in the Middle East. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like we're going into like a very dark place right now with what's happening right now. Like you have a war that none of us has voted for.
None.
I'm sure that none of the Americans voted for that kind of money to be spent to start wars everywhere, and this is why we believe right now is like we have these feelings like, wait a minute, we escaped our country in the Middle East to come here in America to find that we are controlled by another country in the Middle East. Basically, we're fighting for Israel its own wars now, which is crazy. Like I didn't know that I should pay my taxes to Tel Aviv.
Yeah, well, and then we're gonna get into that because I got some questions in for that too because I really want to get into that. What was that like though, going through the revolution? What was that like in that moment?
There was like fear, there was trouble, there was hope, there was all kind of emotions.
Yeah,
emotions were very high. And, there's so many things that actually went wrong. I mean, there's many things that went well and many things that went wrong.
Yeah.
And, as I said, it was just like a lot of hope. And, it didn't turn out as much as we wanted, but also.
This is in retrospect.
But also here's the thing. I'll be very fair.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the person who represents all Egyptians because you might get someone from Egypt who's like, oh, the revolution, this was terrible. Thank God it didn't work out, It is really like what you see, for example, in Iraq. A lot of people say, well, why did you take Saddam? At least had like the country was together, or people under Gaddafi. No matter how good or bad you think these leaders are. But it's just like when you ask people now about especially recent history, about their own country. You can have 10 Egyptians here and everybody has like a different perspective of that one. I'm a big believer in the revolution at the time. And I hope that things would have like ended up better for everybody.
Yeah. Is it true that, during some of the protests, in Tahrir Square that you helped someone that was one of the injured protesters?
No, not just me. There was a lot of so Tahrir Square is exactly 1 mile away from Cairo University Hospital, which I was working.
Doctor, yeah.
And at that time, there was not just me, hundreds of doctors.
Oh, gotcha.
Hundreds of doctors. They just went out. And they came from the hospital, they came from homes, and they volunteered. And I did what other, like, tens of and hundreds of doctors did. I didn't do anything special more than anything. Like it was just like a beautiful, way to show solidarity.
You mentioned Arab Springs. What was Arab Springs like?
So what happened in Arab Spring is because there was like a series of revolutions that started in Tunisia, then Egypt, then Syria, then Libya. It's kind of, now people look at it as like it was not a spring. It was like, this was like a whole conspiracy and this is a way to bring us down. I still want to believe that this is actually like was something that was supposed to be good for, especially in Egypt, but right now, I think, it's like what happens to many of the revolutions around the world. There's many revolutions in Europe that also, and in Asia, and in South America, especially in South America, because the CIA has meddled a lot with all of these issues. So, you really don't know where does like a genuine movement stops and like an international meddling in someone's issues begins.
It's so hard, especially when you start talking about coup d'états and the coups.
Yeah, and this is why it's so sensitive. Because like if you start to say like a certain revolution was moved by external forces, the people who believed in it will kind of consider that as a personal attack on their intentions. Why? Because they would say like, no, we believed in what we were doing. That was not a conspiracy. We were not used in that. It's and this is like a conversation that you will have across the board from all of the countries. Like I knew the people that, like many of the people that were part of it. I proudly, participated. So my views are a little bit biased.
I've often wondered this too, because whenever you start researching, you're looking at coups, you're looking,
and depending on the sources, and depending where do you get it? There is like this, it's amazing. Like with all of the available information that we have in the internet, you will not have one single version of the truth.
Right.
I mean, babe, we have flat earthers. So,
no.
So basically what we see is an incredible, a paradox of abundance of information.
But here's one thing that is true, is that when you look at the coups, the majority of coups that have happened in the world happens in Africa. And you start wondering, why are all those, it's got to be like 400 something different coups, like 200 plus have happened in.
Well, first of all, we have 54 countries.
You said what?
We have 54 countries.
Yes.
So basically, an average of like 4 coups per country, which sounds about average, like 4 per country.
Right. That's average. Good man.
I mean, like Latin America, how many coups are there? How many countries are there? Right. So basically, as far as numbers, we win.
Yeah. But and I know that there's a little bit of lightness to that, but I mean, that's a ton. And what's the reason? And it's outside of the numbers of countries, like that's a lot.
I would say
there's 196 countries in the world.
I would say because European colonization never left.
Yeah. Ooh, facts.
This whole thing about like we left the country, we left your country to your own devices, and you guys messed it up. Every single coup. Look at the people that you will find, if it is the French, the CIA, the British, it is the same thing in Latin America. Every single coup, everything movement, the CIA was involved somehow. Yeah. So the thing is, you have all of, it's not a conspiracy to know, like in order to control some country's resources, you will incite violence in order to have your man controlling that country so I can get your gold, your cobalt, your mining rights, everything without having to go through the proper channel, because if it was up to the people, it will not be a favorable conditions for me. So that's why, I mean, the Western Europe never left Africa, and every single coup if you look deep enough, you will find they were involved somehow.
Yeah,
it's really it's the game of the nations. Really, it's like how much resources I can suck away from this, and how can I weaken this country in order can I get what I want.
Get what I want.
I remember when I first met you, Laugh Factory.
Yes.
We were at Laugh Factory. We were on the same show.
Yeah.
We were on the same show.
Yeah.
And you told me, because I was watching you on Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
I was watching you on just taking people down. Like, I was like, yo, this dude. And then you told me, you go, man, I've only been doing this like 5, 6, 7 years. And I blew up. I said, wow, how'd you get so? He goes, because I just started speaking out. And now I became the voice of the people. Right? And remember, you were like,
I know. I would say,
because they look to you.
Not the voice of the people. I would say a lot of like brown people consider me their weapon against the white dude.
Yeah.
Something like this.
Because
it's like, yeah, give it to the white guy.
Because you like the comedy people came to you because this guy speaks the truth.
Yeah.
He speaks to us. And that's where it was growing. Yeah. As a comedian, you said there's a lot of pressure.
But I also, there's a lot of pressure because I joke about this in my shows. It's like most of the people that come to my comedy, they come to me from my politics, not to my comedy.
Right.
You know, so that's why my audience is a very different kind of audience. You will find that at least 50% of the people that come to my show haven't been to a comedy show before. So they've seen the stuff, the politics, and then it's like, oh, he's in town. Let's check him out. What should we expect? Oh, comedy.
Yeah, that's it.
So I always felt that I am, think about it. It's the story of my life. I'm always out of place because I was a nerd in a private school with rich people. I was out of place. And then I came from that very pampered school. I went to medical school where I was the guy coming from a pampered school. So I was out of place. I was the guy who never got the girls so I was out of place. And then I was the guy who danced salsa while being a doctor. So I was always being considered weird. And then I left all of that, became a comedian. And then I come here, do comedy with my second language, and people don't come to me because of my comedy, because of my politics. I am a complete outcast. I am always in the wrong guy in the wrong place. And that's the story of my life. It seems to be working.
As long as you ain't broke.
So that's what started the B Plus show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like doing like a couple of videos.
Take me back to like when you go, you know what? I got some time. I'm just going to, I'm in my laundry room. I'm just going to.
I was always watching the late night satirical shows like the Daily Show, the Colbert Show. And I was always mesmerized by something like this. Yeah. And as I was saying, I was like waiting for my visas to come from America and the Arab Spring happened. So I said like, and there was like crazy stuff happening. This is like the social media was like Fox News on steroids, So that gave a lot of material. So I started to do these YouTube videos from my home and I didn't think it will go somewhere. And then it blew up. And then suddenly I have like now a TV show. And then the TV show blows up. 40 million people watching each episode.
It's massive.
And then I got that show being, canceled. I had like, I got interrogated. I got like, there was a warrant for my arrest. I had to go to the general prosecutor and discuss my comedy and why this joke is offensive.
And this is under the Sisi administration?
No, this is under the Muslim Brotherhood.
Muslim Brotherhood.
Yeah. Okay. And then under the army, and the army took over. Okay. Like I was also not, like the show was not welcomed anymore. So basically I had problems with all kinds of regimes. Yeah. And at a certain point I had to leave. My show was canceled completely a couple of times. And then there was like lawsuits and stuff.
What is the Muslim Brotherhood, by the way?
It's a political Islamic group.
Okay.
It's like
like a council.
It's not. No. It's like a very. It's one of the most like. This is a movement that's been going on in the Middle East, originated from Egypt for 100 years now. Okay. So it's like imagine like a Christian evangelist, for example, like running for Congress, and imagine them being a group and then doing a coalition or doing a political party that is based on Christian values.
Okay.
Right. So it's like this.
So it's like a Joel Osteen or T.D. Jakes.
Yeah.
And then they start
but like you don't really know that, but like you still have the Ted Cruz's and the stuff. So imagine those, but like
gotcha.
But imagine if it's kind of like the Republican Party but more religious.
Gotcha.
So they won the first election. They didn't like me because I was making fun of them. And then after they were removed by the army they didn't like me because I was making fun of them. And then at the end of the day, I was hated by everybody.
So when did you know you were funny? And then when did you know that you needed to leave?
I never knew that I was funny. I was just like, the rating was like 10. It was like, oh, it seems that it is working. and then I had to leave because there was like a lawsuit against me, and my lawyer said like, you lost the suit, they're gonna use that lawsuit in order to either completely bankrupt you or put you in jail or prevent you from traveling. So the verdict was 12 noon, 11th of November, 2014, and 5 p.m. I was out of Egypt.
Wow.
Well, yeah. And then that was 2014. Then I came to the United States, 3-4 years of absolute darkness.
You went to Dubai first, though.
I first went to Dubai for like a few months.
Oh, a few months.
It's kind of like a stop, and then I came to the States.
Okay.
And then I started, this was like a whole, like 3-4 years of irrelevance, of being lost. And then I started doing stand-up comedy, sucked big time 3-4 years. And then I became, much better. And then I started like selling out shows, selling out theaters, and it was good. It was okay. It was like, I found my calling. And then the Piers Morgan thing happened, blew me up completely. And this is something I tell people. The trajectory of my life is a huge difference. That's why I feel insecure all the time. Because how long have you been doing comedy, George?
Almost 30.
30. So remember what you told me remember what you told me when you told me like your age.
Oh yeah, Seinfeld. When he was doing his documentary Comedian, I'm in that documentary, and he had seen me, and I had just come from Egypt, and I did a whole thing about camel ride in the desert because they were trying to get me to ride a camel. They said Gamal or horse. Come on, you ride Gamal. I said no, and you know what they said? Oh, you howl. It's howl. Howl. I'll tell you.
It's like you're
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's a term of endearment. Okay.
So he goes like this, and it was a 14-year-old kid was like, you Gamal. I said, I don't know. This camel's little it's doing weird. I don't know. It was acting. It was making noises. I was like, nah, do the horse. He's like, oh, you Gamal, howl. And I knew it, how it went. From my Egyptian friends, I was like, yo, he's calling me a howl, man, in the middle of the desert. Man, he called me a howl, man. They was like, what's that, man? Don't worry about it, man. He called me a howl, man.
Just no, it's not good.
So, I was doing this whole thing about the ride, the camel ride. And I personified the camel. I said, yo, camels can turn their whole head and spit on you. You know what I mean? They can turn around. So I do this whole thing, shut your mouth. I do that. And Seinfeld saw it and loved it because I did the whole personification. And then he saw me a few weeks later. He said, hey, man, I want to talk to you for a second. So we sat down. He goes, yeah, how long you been doing comedy? And this is when I'm like 9th, 10th year. I was like, yeah. I'm like 9 going on 10 years. I'm all like, he goes, okay, so you're a 9-year-old then. You're a 9-year-old in comedy. He goes, this is like me giving you, like, to put it in perspective, whatever year you are in the comedy, that is your age in comedy. That's one of the greatest.
And that stuck with that stuck with me. So when I met him, I was telling him like I'm 7 years. I'm 7 years.
He's a 7-year-old.
I'm 7 years old. I'm still like a child.
That's right.
So the fact is, my fame is magnified beyond my age.
Right, way beyond. That's
way beyond. And this is what is eating me inside.
Of course,
because I am
imposter syndrome.
No, not just imposter.
Okay.
I said that in another podcast with a good friend of mine from England. I told him, I feel that I am a skyscraper who has been built in a day.
Right.
Like that foundation. I have no foundation.
Yeah.
So, and I carry this all the time.
Yeah.
So if I have a bad night or I have a bad joke or I bomb, I catastrophize it in my head. Okay, that's the end of me. Because this is the reckoning. This is the wind coming in to bring down
comedy. Yeah. Here's the thing about comedy. It's like, I look at how long I've done it, and I've done it, like, I come from Chicago to New York City. So my average was 40 shows a week. That's what I was doing. Me, Bill Burr, all of us. That was five shows a night, 5 to 6 shows a night, consistently for 10 years. Imagine that.
Yeah.
And on Saturdays it'd be 8 shows, 9 shows. Wow. I'll be on stage that many times.
Yeah.
But it was constant, you know, and that was as fast as I could do it. But still, comedy is such a pure art form. You can't cheat it. I don't give a damn who you are. It'll always catch you. There'll be that one show you go, God. Yeah. Because comedy go, my friend.
Yes.
You feel powerful, but you're not. You forgot. You still have
you skipped that vein. You skipped all of these.
Yeah, you still have the other.
So I carry that around.
But it's okay though, because you're in this situation now where you're popular. You're just gonna have to develop within all. You're just gonna have to. You know what I'm saying?
have to fake it.
You just gotta fake it. You just gotta take the blows until he can get. Because 10 years is when you get your voice.
Yeah.
That 10-year mark is when you're like, I got it. But that's when that's when you start your voice.
Yeah.
Now you're going for another 10 years with your voice that you're comfortable with. The other is like you're copying different people, you're learning. Then you go, oh, this is who I am now. It's like when you're growing up.
Yeah.
What is a 10-year-old compared to a 7-year-old? What is a 15-year-old compared to
What's
what
a
is a
30 what a 30-year-old
compared to
seven?
Seinfeld, it was the best. I mean, that was the best advice I ever.
It allowed you to kind of
Keep yourself in perspective.
In perspective,
And then when you even know, that's what's so good is that you're aware of it.
Yeah.
And that's why you're going to be all right because you're not lying to yourself. You're like, man, he was like, I bombed like a mother. And a lot of cats will be like, no, I did well. I go, no, you didn't. Comedy tells you it's right there.
It tells you, but you don't listen.
Yeah.
It tells you, but you don't
But
listen.
it's okay to say
Yeah.
you bombed.
do you do the work? Like, 'cause
I try, but also there's also, I will never catch up with a 30 years old, 40 shows a week. So I always feel that I'm behind. I'm always feel that I didn't do my homework.
because your fame catapulted
Because my fame catapulted
because of the
beyond
internet,
beyond what I have deserved.
Yeah, the cart comes before the internet has made the cart before the horse. Actually,
Yes.
Because I know not only you, but at least you got like political stances. You have that to cover the comedy. You got a lot of knowledge that helps you because you've been through a lot. But there's these younger cats, that will be Instagram sensations, and they book themselves at a comedy club.
Oh my God, it's very embarrassing.
5 minutes, everyone's like,
whoa.
They're like, but they come to see this person because they market themselves as a real comedian.
Because I've seen that. I've seen these young kids.
Like
and they,
what's that
and
from
they're,
Netflix? The one that got a little controversial. Matt Wright, right?
Well, Wright has been doing comedy.
Matt has been doing.
Matt has been doing comedy about 14 years.
I was with it, but I'm talking about there's a lot of people from like Instagram famous.
Yeah.
They would either go really far because of the editing. Because they do editing and stuff. Oh, it's so funny. Then you go out live. There's no filters. There's no editing.
Yep.
You just go there and then wait. There is silence in the room. I have to fill it.
Let me eat one of these dry things.
Yeah.
It's like a whole bunch of these in your throat. I need some hibiscus.
I have seen that.
But I love your honesty. I love your honesty in that because, I wouldn't think that watching you from afar because you do speak with a certain level of confidence. I see the way you command the room. But sometimes you got to fake it till you make it.
But,
you know what I mean?
but he's handling it. Like I tell people, I'll ask a comic, he'll come on. How'd I do? I go, how you think you did? I said, dog, you bombed, bro. You was trash. But if it happens to me, I'll go, I was trash. Cause I've seen comics do this. You've noticed a comic will come off, man, that audience, man, they're whack, and I go up and I smash. I go, it was you.
Yeah.
It was you.
Yeah.
Now, if I would have sucked too, I go, yeah, you're right. Is that? But you can go up and kill, and I can go up and not kill.
Many times I would come off stage, and then I would feel bad, and someone's like, the audience, like, no, don't put it on the audience. Never put it on the audience.
That's right.
Never. It's a bad room. Well, it's my job to make it a good room. It's my job. There's this whole thing. It's bad people. It doesn't matter. It's your job.
Yeah,
it's your job.
I'm always last.
Yeah.
I always go last on everybody's.
But that means you're big time, right?
I'm a closers. There's closers who, we want you to close the show.
As a matter of fact, I saw Godfrey take over. Like it was the Laugh Factory, and I would tell you this is one of the nights where the audience sucked. So and he came out was like, you guys are, you guys.
I go.
And you went
what's
there.
up?
It's like I was told that this is like you guys the best.
Hey, someone told me you guys were trash. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I was at a show that was better than this an hour ago.
Yeah.
And so, but I decided to come here because I wanted to build character.
Yeah. But also the way he said it. So he took like a bad room and he flipped, and that's a 30 years old comedy.
But that's where that comes from. It's the confidence of it.
Yeah.
Because I call it scenario recognition. Mm-hmm. And once you get enough scenario, it's like as a linebacker.
Yeah.
You practice scenarios,
Oh,
right?
right.
Pass, you know. So when you see it in a game, you're like, oh, I know what to do.
I got you.
And then
Pattern recognition. I see,
pattern recognition.
Yeah, pass.
So when I go,
run.
oh, this audience is trash. I've seen this before.
Right.
This is what I'm.
You know what to do. It's like the same way when you're a doctor. Oh, I've seen that block.
You've seen that before.
I've seen that complication.
You know what to do.
A doctor is better than the other, not about how many operations he did. It's how many complications he had to go through. Yeah, I had many problems he went through.
That's right.
Because like if every operation is straightforward, you're learning nothing. If every night you kill, you learn nothing from success and you learn everything from failure.
That's why I would always go last or first. Because Esty, you met Esty?
Yeah.
Esty is the queen of the Comedy Cellar, which to me is the #1 club in the world. Comedy Cellar is where you get your bones at.
Yeah.
And she would always put me first or last.
Yeah.
Cold open.
Yes.
Or after all the circus has gone by. And so that's what made me strong as hell. I was like, why do you always go last? I go, it's only going to make me dope. So when I have my own show on the road, it's destruction.
Yeah. So I'm still at that part. It's like, Bassem, where do you want to go? Like second or third? put me in the safe zone.
I remember Bassem. I remember when it was his show. He goes, "Hey, Godfrey, can I go before you?" but at least he's honest with it.
I'm honest with what I have.
I was honest with mine. I remember when
I'm very happy. I'm very happy doing this in my second language. I'm grateful, but I understand my limitations. I understand my lack of experience.
And that's
that the only thing that you need to do right now is to use that exposure to learn, and not to be too arrogant to understand that there's so much that you still miss.
And I still go on stage. He's seen me. People see me on stage. I still go on in between. When I get back, I go on in between my road. Because I don't feel like I got it. I go, I don't want to be, I want to stay sharp. It's like you got to do all your road work. I don't get arrogant where I go, oh, I know I'm going to kill. I go, no, I need to do sets in between before I go on the road.
Yeah.
Because I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid all the time.
I guess what was interesting because, you know, like you being honest and just kind of sharing that. But when you think about your history, you know, you think about the show that you had, you know, with the program or El Barnabas.
Yeah. That also something that went viral in a very short place. So even when I was doing that, I was thinking, it's like, damn, I don't deserve 40 million viewers each week, because that's astronomical.
Right.
It is unnatural. So I feel it's just like.
But you've done it with the B. You did it with the El Barnabas.
Yeah.
And
I didn't do it with the English.
Yeah.
But like that's why I consider myself like a mother. Like I'm very lucky.
Yeah.
And I'm right. It's like I hope my luck doesn't run out.
Yeah.
This is my status every single day. I hope my luck doesn't run out. That's where I am.
What was going through your mind when you got that show, El Barnabas?
It's like I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I really didn't know what to do. I'm someone with like 20 years of experience in medical field.
Yeah.
And then so I started hiring people. So I started to hire people from the industry, and it didn't work because I wanted to do something that wasn't there. So I hired people who were fresh out of college with absolutely no experience like me. And when I was interviewing them, I was like, I don't care about your experience or to your talent. I care about your passion. So it was just like a bunch of renegades, people with no experience that had passion for something new. And this is how we built it.
This is interesting. So there were no societal issues that were off limits when you were...
There's always limit. You know, comedians will tell you I do whatever the I want, but like we self-censor because we also understand, you have to understand you need to read the room.
Yeah.
Yes, you would break the glass ceiling somewhere and you will stop it somewhere else. Because
you know, it's so interesting because I tell him this all the time.
You choose your battles.
Yeah,
that's right.
I tell you this all the time. I always say, man, I feel like comedians have like, you know, the linguistic license to say and do whatever the hell they want. Like I can't like say some of the stuff that he can say because, you know, people read and view us differently. Like he can say something and people go, oh, well, he's a comedian. He can, you know, he can say that, you know? Yeah. So I would think that you would carry that same thing. Like, yo,
but even with that, you also have to carry what kind of battles you pick up.
Yeah. Everybody has.
Because every place has red lines.
Yeah, I'm right.
Everyone. There's no absolute freedom anywhere.
No, it's really not. Because you go to certain countries, they go, you can't.
But even in America.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, sure. Oh, for
Read
sure.
the room. Read the room.
Or you get canceled.
I always say, I always said this from Candace Owens. I said, like, everywhere in the world, like, in the Arab world, we have red lines. We have, like, certain red lines. In America, you have 2 blue lines. You cannot cross them.
Yes. Yes. I heard. I watched that interview.
I watched the blue lines with the stars.
Oh, yeah.
That's just the blue lines.
Yeah,
these are the lines.
And I want to talk to you about that because I think it's one. We'll get back to the other stuff because I think it's important when you say the 2 lines. You're talking about the Israeli flag.
Yes.
And there are a lot of people who feel like they can't comment on or give opinions on when it comes to anything in regards to Israel.
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, for a very simple reasons, because you vote for people who do not work for their own constituents. They work for the people who paid them to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a Congress that has been, for over 90% of the people are being financed by a foreign country. And I always tell people, a country is made up of government. A government is made up of people. And if you buy off, blackmail, pressure enough people, you own that country.
Yeah.
There's no reason why we're signing our paychecks away for a country to have massive amount of military, and then we are having a homelessness problem, we have education problem, we have healthcare problems, and then we're giving money away for a country that has free education, like almost free housing, like universal healthcare. What the hell? And I always feel, and I say this everywhere, I said, like, the relationship between America and Israel is very toxic. It's like being in a relationship with a dominatrix. You pay for everything and she still slaps you around. It's like, take my money and slap my ass. It's like, and it seems that we're enjoying it. It's like, yes.
Sticks.
Yes. Yeah, humiliate me, be like, pull me a and then we pay for it.
When did this relationship start?
It started a very long time ago. It started even before the creation of the state of Israel. The Zionist influence on the American government and American people and American constitution has been going on for a long time. And it got worse after Kennedy. He's the last president who stood up against them because he stood against them wanting to have nuclear program. Although they were lying to him all the time, and he wanted to abolish he started to actually print our own money. He wanted to abolish the Federal Reserve, and he wanted AIPAC at the time. It was called the Zionist. At the time they were called the Zionist something. They wanted them to register as a foreign agent, and a foreign, not to be just like treated like a regular local lobby, and then after that, the control on the American government, the American foreign policy has been increasingly terrible from the Zionist, the Zionist influence. So this is the story. This has been going on forever.
American Western influence. One side says one thing, the other, talks about it. Now you've gone viral for talking about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
It's not a conflict.
Help me frame it better.
It's a genocide. This is the conflict.
I was going to say, help me frame it better. You call it.
No, this is an Israeli occupation of a foreign country, foreign people, of a sovereign country, sovereign people. They basically came from Europe. They kicked the Palestinians out, took their land. They propagated the idea of land with no people to people with no land, which was a lie. And they used the British then, they used the American in order to perpetrate their goals and their expansion and their colonial takeover of the country. And now they're basically like a bully in the Middle East. And they're dragging us away. I mean, Dave Smith, the comedian, had like...
Dave, I know Dave.
He had like the best analogy ever. This is like you having a friend, and then he's like dragging you, and each time you go out in a bar, he picks up a fight, and then he lets you get the consequences while he goes away. It's crazy. And there's no American who support this war. And the previous war, and the Iraq war, and the Afghanistan war. Every war we fought in behalf of a different country, and of a country in the Middle East, which is Israel. And it just couldn't continue like that.
Egypt is very close to Israel
it's neighbors.
Yeah, neighbors in geography, and the Palestinians, right? And right there. What have you learned personally, like when you talk about, because your wife is Palestinian, correct? What have you, like, looking at that relationship between you, your wife, you guys have family over, over in Gaza. What have you guys?
Well, as an Egyptian, of course, I grew up knowing that Israel is we fought 4 wars against Israel. They took our land, we took it back. And they have been, since they have been a state in the country.
This is after the mandate of.
So we have like 48, then we fought again in 56, then we fought again in 67, then we fought again in 73.
Oh wait, Egypt fought in 48 before.
Yeah, we were part of the Arab the Arab armies. Yeah, and this is where this whole thing about portraying Israel as like a bunch of like very like weak Jews from Europe who won over the Arab troops. It's not true. They were like better equipped. They have more weapons. They had the British fighting next to them. They had like officers that fought the Second World War. They outnumbered us in weapons with 5 to 1.
Yeah.
All right. And then they took the independence in 1956. Israel, together with France and Britain, tried to invade Sinai, tried to invade northern Egypt. And then in 1967, they started the assault. They took away Sinai. 73, we took it back. So for us, this is like a historical enemy that since they arrived to the neighborhood, where they were starting fights with everybody. Yeah. They're like a bully that being supported by America and supported by Britain. And of course, my wife, she's half Egyptian, half Palestinian. And her family, she saw her family being kicked out, being killed, being removed, being ethnically cleansed from their own land. So of course, we feel very strongly about this. And the problem is, you see that on the ground, and then you see the gaslighting of the media, telling them like, you should love Israel. Israel is like our biggest ally. Those Palestinians are terrorists. Those Arabs are savages. We want peace, but for peace, we need to go to war, to kill you, to have peace. So it's just like.
Have you been to Gaza?
I haven't been to Gaza. How could we be to Gaza? It's like an open air prison even before the war.
Yeah, because in 2001, that airport went out. So there's no real ability to fly.
2006, yeah.
Yeah, was it 2006?
Well, I can't remember.
I think it's 2001.
Yeah.
Where
I mean, basically, this is the same thing. See, remember when we talk about the coups in Africa, how the Europe, like, we left you.
Yeah.
They never left. They left the Gaza Strip and they just like continue putting an embargo on it. And there's like, oh, we left.
What about your wife's family? Like,
some of them were killed. Some of them, they all lost their homes, and some of them moved to Egypt, for now.
Yeah. That's heavy because, when I was just, looking up, doing some research, I'm going, wait, if there's no airport in Gaza, then how do the people
They're just
move?
by land?
By land.
By land, yeah.
By land to move over to get to Egypt.
To Sinai. Yes.
Oh, to Sinai. Okay. When your wife, when she talks to a family member, what are they experiencing now? And I asked that.
No, that was there in Egypt. I mean, I don't think there's anybody left in Gaza. I mean, Gaza is like destroyed. There's nothing there. Yeah. And by the way, it happened also here. I'm just going to stop here. There's many of the massacres that happened to black people.
Yeah.
Here in Tulsa and in Florida. And they all started by a rumor of a black man raping white women, or a black man killing a child, because it's always the children and the women. And they use it, and it's documented, and then you discover it never happened.
Yeah.
How many times have you heard about a riot that ended in like a horrible killing of black people in the black community that always started by a rumor of a white woman being raped by a black man? They did that to the Palestinians, and they use it as an excuse to go and up all of the people, and then killing up 70,000 to 120,000 people. We don't even know the numbers because they haven't even recovered all the bodies. For each Israeli killed, you have like 1,500, 2,000, because the way that they portray it is like it's evil against good. It's like evil people against good people. I can kill as many evil people as possible. I don't have to follow the rules, right? And it comes from remember like the Western movies when you just like see the Indians being killed. Yeah, the savages they have, but like the white dude, if he's dead, that's a big loss. And it always has to start by someone losing their wife or their kids, so he got an excuse to go on the rampage and kill all of the savages. It's the same man. It's the same movie.
And is it true that before the British mandate of Palestine, before there was settled there, that Uganda was considered as a location?
Uganda, Madagascar, Argentina. Uganda, they were offered 80,000 square kilometers to do their home, but they couldn't bring enough funding because Uganda was not biblically appealing. They would have been expanded into Nigeria and into like neighboring country. I'm not sure about what are the borders of Uganda.
Right.
And then they will claim that the Western Africa was promised to them 3,000 years ago. And then they will call Ugandan terrorists.
Yeah. So help me understand, and I think too for the audience out there, when talking about the relocation and saying, "Hey, we're going," because researching and looking that up, I had never heard that. I didn't learn it in school. I was just kind of looking up in preparation for kind of this and trying to figure out. Wait, I didn't understand why Uganda was considered, and where they ended up getting
Again, it all started Herzl, who's like the father of modern Zionism. He was trying actually to create like a national home for the Jews.
Okay.
And this was like a secular movement. Like I love secular Zionists like Bill Maher, for example. He goes,
wow, you've gone back and forth with him, right?
Yeah. That guy does like, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God, but the Jews should be in Palestine. Why? Because it's mentioned in the Bible. Dude, you don't believe in God. This is the little Zionists are the worst. Yeah. It's like, we don't believe in God, but religion is a myth. But like God gave us the land of Palestine. It's like, come on, choose a side. Come on. Yeah. You can't get all of the perks of being a non-believer and then get all of the perks of being a believer.
Well, do it.
What the hell, man?
That's what they do.
There's a difference between criticizing Israel, Zionism, people who are using Judaism as a cover for their crimes, and between actually a true hate crimes against Jewish people. There's a lot of Jewish people who are against the atrocities of Israel. And here's the thing. Like the Israeli propaganda created two of the most scary accusations: anti-Semitism, self-hating Jews. If you're a Jew and you're against Israel, you're a self-hating Jew. You're a traitor. You're a capo. You're a traitor for your own people. If you're a non-Jew, if you're a goyim, then you're anti-Semite. And this is a way in order to scare people from speaking. When you start to label people whenever they voice their opinion, you're racist, you're misogynist. This is like you're basically limiting the conversation. You're just like putting already limits. You're already gauging the conversation so now the discussion doesn't evolve around how bad Israel is. It's like, how bad are you as an anti-Semite? You know who's really controlling things? By how untouchable they are. And people can see that. Norman Finkelstein was like a great Jewish scholar. Mm-hmm. He said this, like, I refuse this narrative that there's rising anti-Semitism. It's not happening. Like, let me ask you a question. Have you heard about a Jewish person losing their job, losing their chance in education, losing their opportunities because they are pro-Israel? No, it didn't happen.
Well, but I have to say, just several weeks ago now, there are two Jewish guys who were in London and they were stabbed.
It's interesting that you say that because actually if you read it, there was two Jewish guy and a Muslim guy. The three of them are stabbed, but you talk about the two Jewish guy, but not about the third Muslim that they were also stabbed. Okay. It's crazy, right? Yeah. You see the filtering that just happened? You just see, but also, okay, if you want to talk about violence, there was like a friend of mine, his name is Jamal Awartani. He was with two of his colleagues in Brown universities, and they were wearing a keffiyeh, speaking Arabic, and they were shot.
Wow.
Did that happen to the Jew? There was like a 6-year-old in Chicago who stabbed 62 times by his landlord. Yeah. Did that happen to him?
Hold on. But that's like somebody says Black Lives Matter. That's like somebody saying Black Lives Matter, and they go, well, white lives matter, or this other lives matter. I'm asking, like, that's happening because to dismiss it means like...
I'm not dismissing it.
Okay, so...
I'm not dismissing it. What I'm saying...
Is there any correlation to the rise of anti-Semitism?
What I'm saying is... Okay, I'll ask you the question.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, there's a lot of hate crimes happening to Muslims and Arabs and people losing their jobs because they're pro-Palestinian thing. Nothing happening on the other side the same way, the same magnitude, and yet this is what we all talk about. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm happy to talk about anti-Semitism. Mm-hmm. But if you see the percentage of the attacks and people losing their jobs and being doxxed and being like losing opportunities in the marketplace because they have went onto a pro-Palestinian protest, it is not even be compared by the level of injustice happening on the other side. And yet, this other side is what we always talk about. And second of it is when you have a country like Israel always hiding behind Judaism, and in the name of Jewish people doing all of these atrocities, considering that is true Judaism, while Jewish people are screaming, saying like, it's not in my name. Jewish people for peace. There's a lot of Jewish comedians and artists. They're actually against that. But the Israel is keep dismissing them, calling them self-hating Jew. And then they're projecting this is the only side of Jewish people that you should see. Eventually, you'll have a rise of anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
And then they will use that for further victimization. So it's a cycle. All of your Congress is being bought or blackmailed or controlled by one foreign country. And it is right in your face. They brag about bribing 98% of Congress. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense that our lawmakers, our representatives are actually paying more attention, being more loyal to a foreign country more than own constituents that voted them in. I mean, first of all, we're not going to pay that much money to control a genocidal country in the Middle East. Our weapons will be kept to defend us, not to defend them. We were not going to be hated around the world as much because a lot of people hate America around the world because it's support to Israel. By the way, it's not like they hate us because of our way of freedom. They don't hate it for our freedom. No, they hate it because you are enabling a bully who is doing horrible atrocities in this region and and it reflects bad on the American, of reputations of America. And it's like, again, and I told you today, I told you how come America, the greatest country in the world, having huge problems with homelessness, healthcare, and education, and yet you're shipping all of your money, all of your wealth into a country who have universal healthcare, free housing, and free education. It doesn't make any sense. Why am I working for them?
No.
Like simple, like why am I working? Why is this taxes is not being recirculated into my communities for infrastructure, for roads, for schools, and it's going to a foreign country? There is no explanation and there's no justification for that. Israel needs to defend itself. Let it defend itself by itself. And let's see how long they can survive.
You were called Egypt's Jon Stewart, and I know you and Jon Stewart are friends. What kind of conversations you guys have?
I mean, he was very supportive in the beginning of his career. Yeah, and he actually came to my show in Egypt. He was one of my guests.
That's great.
And I was on his guest a few times. I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot from The Daily Show.
You guys have a great relationship, yeah?
Yeah, he's a wonderful guy. And it's actually, watching the late night show, Political Satire, is actually what shaped my view about politics in America. I understood now, that made me understand what is Republicans, what is Democrats, what are liberals, what are conservatives, what are the thing with the gun lobby, why everybody have like mass shooting, you know? And you grow up understanding American politics through that lens.
Yeah. Were you ever nervous about career suicide? Like, as I stand before you and just, being honest and some of the conversation is very, very hard because you realize there are a lot of, I'm a very curious person. And I know sometimes, I can ask questions. People are like, you can't ask that. You can't ask that. Especially I worked on network television and he knows this, sometimes people are like, Akbar, you're thinking too much. I'm like, on network television, there were things I couldn't ask. And on the inside, I'm like a little kid, right? Like, I don't fake the funk. I know what I know and I know what I don't know. And so I want to ask something. But then now after going through network television, I'm going, oh shoot. Like if I ask that, so I'm asking you, did you ever fear career suicide?
No, I had that fear hanging on me when I was in Egypt because, it was like a new experiment and we don't know what to do. And then I came to America. Hey, freedom!
Yeah.
I have freedom. And then I come here, whoop, no. Yeah. There are limitations too.
Yeah.
And I don't know, where does it stop? Where can, it seems that you need to self-police your thoughts, your questions, your words. And I said wait a minute, this is not what I was sold in Egypt about America. I was sold a different kind of product.
What were you sold?
Hey,
what was that slang?
I was sold the double cheeseburgers on the picture. It looks so good. And then I come here, it's like, what?
The hell is this?
Wait a second. Yeah. And the thing is
that real meat?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it's squash and it doesn't taste good and it looks ugly. And then when I say this, it's like, well, you should be, grateful for being in the freest country. And I was like, wait a minute, this was your advertising, not mine. If you advertise a certain product or a certain sandwich and then I come and I say different, I would have to complain. I have to complain. I can't just eat it. I'm going to eat it.
Right.
But I'm going to say wait a minute, that was not what advertised to me. We were sold this idea of freedom, absolute freedom. You can say whatever you want. But then the freedom here.
Yeah.
In the third world countries, your freedom stops right.
You can't say that.
In front, your freedom stops exactly before the person who matters the most. So you will make fun about everything.
Yeah.
But not the king, not the army, not the president, not the sheikh. Yes, it's very clear. So you will make fun on the prime minister, for example, if because there's like a president above, you're gonna make fun of like a certain like minister or it's like
the secretary, the mayor.
Right. You will just you can make fun about the useless underdog, and in America you make fun about the president who's also a useless underdog because he doesn't run things. It is run by other people who are not allowed to add to talk about. Is it clear? So basically, you're making fun of the secretary. When you make fun of the president of the United States,
you set me up on that one.
Yeah, you make fun of someone who's being ruled by people above him, people who do pay his checks, people who actually sponsor him, make him go to war on their behalf, not on yours.
You know, it's so crazy. If I relate that to my football, like my college football days, you can make fun of the players. You can make fun of the assistant coaches. You can even make fun of the head coaches. But in college football, you better not make fun of the boosters. You go clowning the boosters, you're going to see real quick who's writing the checks.
Exactly.
And who's,
exactly. So this is, we were sold up. We make fun of the president every day. It's like, oh my God, you make fun of the most important person. And then you come to discuss, oh, wait, he's not the most important person. There are people who are more important that you can't actually talk about. And you can lose your career.
All right.
So that is the advertisement.
Wow. Well, you know, this is a perfect time
to end the show.
No,
this is a perfect time.
And we just get
we have been canceled. We have been canceled because someone just bought 154.
Well, we didn't impress you. We didn't impress you with our Egyptian snacks. So we wanted to impress you with our very own 154 chef. Come on out, Timmy. Chef Timmy.
Come on now. Come on down.
We prepared you some Egyptian food. So, yes.
Hummus. And is this patouche?
We wanted to bring
what do we have?
We wanted to bring a taste of home to the table.
Okay.
I made some ice
Well,
baladi.
let him tell it.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, some ice baladi, some salata baladi, and a tray of hummus. You have beets, garlic, and a spiced bell pepper.
Thank you.
Okay,
so much.
Hold on. What's the purple stuff? This doesn't have like
Beets.
No, that's a beet hummus.
Okay.
And then that's a garlic hummus and a spiced bell pepper hummus.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna. I want you got to stay here because I want to get your opinion on this. Like, because I mean, if you're making real good Egyptian food, like dang gum, man, like you the chef of Africa.
I was waiting for the fool because that would be really Egyptian, the molokhaya, the lentil. But like, I will take the Trader Joe's version.
That's awesome.
I'm glad that you did some shopping.
He made this by hand.
So the way that you do this, so you take a little piece of bread.
Okay.
We call this cat ear.
Cat ear. So okay.
Cat ear.
Okay.
Right. And now this becomes your spoon.
Oh. Okay. So you go like this.
Yes. And then you
How's my spoon?
give like a cone, like
That's a big spoon.
All right. Bone. Oh, nice. Cat ears.
Isn't it interesting how we all eat with our hands regardless of what
I know.
food it is?
From west to north.
Hands.
Yeah. East. Right.
Hands.
hands, baby.
I'll let you guys enjoy.
Well, thank you so much, Chef Timmy. This is pretty good, man. This is really good.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Trader Joe's after this.
Yeah.
He was up all night making this by hand, and you gonna insult him and told him he got this from the grocery store.
That was not an insult. That was the truth.
Man, come on.
And you're eating with your left hand, you're gonna go to hell. You're eating with your sinistra.
Why would you say that?
Because I know that you have been suffering from this as your insecurity. I'm bringing it on.
I think it feels so weird to even try to do this. Like, this just feels
That's
like I'm
right hand. It's perfect.
No, it feels like I'm gonna get. This
don't even
feels
look right.
awkward. You guys are weird to eat with your right hand.
Cat ear.
First off, I don't like you thinning out the bread. You gotta give it just a big chunk, man. See? Man, thanks, Chef. Man,
Thank you, Chef.
Got it?
Thank you.
Did you lose the Superman role after speaking out?
I mean, Superman.
I'm a big fan of James Gunn. He told me, like, no, it's not that case. I mean, it looked weird that I was cast, and then right after Piers Morgan, I was kicked out.
What?
And then they said, like, we changed the script. So I said, well, who am I to say that they lied?
You're gonna be Superman?
No, I was like, Of course not. But I had one scene with Superman.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You kind of look like remember the original Superman, like the father
Reeve?
with the Christopher Reeve was on the father. What's his
The
name?
evil dude?
The evil dude.
Oh, in the all black?
Yeah, what was his name? Man.
Zor.
Zor. Yeah, you look like
Zorg or something.
Yeah, Zor.
They
You
were
look like
hardcore.
Yeah.
Had that slick
Hold on,
haircut.
we should do a side by side. There might be. I'm going from memory now. I hadn't seen him in a long time,
don't
but
think
you look like you have that Zor look to him. Pull it up. Does he look?
Before he died, because I'm too old.
What's his name? Zod. Oh, Zod. That's what it was. Zod. Yes, I am Zod. Don't they kind of look alike, or am I making that up?
I don't think so.
I haven't seen that in 20-something years, but
think so.
maybe 30.
Yeah. They don't
No,
look like that. But that's the guy that was in the
No.
Vikings.
No.
Okay.
You ever seen
No. I look like Khawal. I look like Khawal.
Oh, that's Khawal with the V. That's Khawal. I shot him with the Khawal.
I don't know what that is.
It's Khawal.
Oh,
See, because English is my second language, I don't feel the heaviness of the word.
Right.
Okay, so for example, let's talk about the N-word.
This is a fun topic.
No, seriously. I feel comfortable speaking to you guys.
Yeah.
I cannot say the N-word. I cannot. I mean, like, who say cannot, but like, I cannot.
Right.
But also, there is like, for Arabs, they use slurs where they use the N-word.
What they said.
For example, they say like,
Sand.
sand. I
Right,
can
sand.
say sand,
Right.
but
No.
I cannot say the N-word. You can say the N-word, but you cannot say sand because that's mine.
Now, if you said it to your boy, like, yo, my sand.
Yeah, but you cannot say it because you guys do the N-word without it. So I can do it.
You're-
You cannot.
you're a
Yeah,
sand.
that's mine.
But you got to
when
give
you put
credit.
sand in
You
front
got to
of
give
it-
credit to white people and their creativity and hatred. Because to call you guys sand, I thought that was very creative.
No, I would. I would
Desert, sand, let's add them together.
I've even added a different level.
What's up?
So sometimes they use the another slur is like they call us glass.
glass.
Yes.
Why?
Because what happens when you nuke the sand?
Sand. Oh, glass.
sand
There's
turns into
glass,
glass.
so they're not just. They're no physics.
It's almost like
They are like scientists.
You upgraded.
From sand to glass.
There's glass. They got so many. They got so many racial slurs. Mud
Yeah.
sharks.
Did you lose any other
Or
opportunities?
babies.
I have to say that like my auditioning flow has dried up. The flow for auditions dried
Oh,
up.
I think it's pretty much a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Do you think you'll ever get back into?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
You live at? He does his. You do your live because I think
No,
I had
I'm talking about like
I'm very
on
thankful that I have stand-up comedy.
yeah, like on the acting
I don't
side.
have to go through gatekeepers. I just like me and the audience
and just do.
and just do it
You have
for
to
them.
wait on anybody.
Do you think you'll get like a Netflix special?
I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah.
See, this is what it is. You just gotta keep, but doing your live and selling out. You're doing
Correct me out, because you have been in this more than me. Those like a golden era of Netflix specials.
Yeah.
The teens of like
Of course.
But I think it's not as appealing as
It's
people
a special. The word special is overused.
Yeah.
Because there was a time when you saw a special, George Carlin special.
Oh, sure, Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy is special. It was like certain people had special.
It was special.
Yeah, it was a big deal. Like, wow. Because this person has worked this out. Chris Rock, that was a big deal. Bigger and blacker. Don't shoot the match. It was Chris Rock. It was Louis C.K. It was a special. And now it's anybody that checks a box now.
Anybody with an hour.
But half the time they're not even doing an hour because you can tell by the way they edited it that they were eating their asses. You know what I mean? But it's like people don't even have enough time. They don't even have a strong 30. They're doing a whole hour of this trash, and there's a bunch of it, man. You just go. Well, I actually had a friend. She's a young comic, and we were at my friend's house. I said she thought I was being ridiculous about talking about specials. Like, I would like to see people who are ready for this, unless you're doing like a 15-minute set, 10-minute set. And I said, let's watch some specials for the hell of it. So she thought I was being negative. I said, let's watch. So she watched just some newbies, right? And she goes, oh my God, this is so bad. I go, I told you. Now let's watch Dave Attell. We watched Dave Attell, who I know Dave has been doing it almost 40 years. Watch Dave Attell special. We were laughing right out the gate. Let's watch
Bill
Mark.
Burr.
Let's watch Bill Burr. Let's watch Mark Maron. Let's watch, let's watch Earthquake. Let's watch people who've been doing it. Just, you give it to the people that can do it. I consider comedy a sport. Give it to the people that are doing well, that can put up the points. That's all I'm not, if you're strong at what you do, give it to them. And everybody's different. Nobody's style is the same, but you know who's experienced.
Yeah.
That's all, a little bit of experience. That's how they used to do it in Comedy Central. They used to go, oh wait, you're going to do a 10-minute spot on, like, there was a thing called Premium Blend. You do 7 to 10 minutes because that's what you had. You had a strong 10, 15. You're going to do Premium Blend. Then they had half-hour specials. Oh, half hour. That's cool. That's what I can do. And then you move on to the hour special. They groomed comedians like, it's well the way they cultivated.
I feel everything now, even like, is mass produced.
Yes, no doubt. You can feel it.
Not just a special, but even like the level of drama and comedy is like, it's just like mass cookie cutters.
Yeah, cookie cutters. The same thing, different, just put different
People are
packages
feeling
on
that.
it, right?
Yeah.
Even with movies, it's like the same old.
Yeah, you spend like $200 million for a movie and then what's this?
Yeah, it's like, but that's, they're afraid to, change up. They're afraid to do something different because they just want that money grab, and it's not working.
It's a fear. It's a fear of trying to figure out, like, are you ultimately going to make that money back? So
but you haven't. Change.
Yeah, do what is, what we know,
Easy.
right? Like, and that's the hardest part. Like, when you try to pitch shows, new ideas, books. You wrote a book, a children's book for your daughter. And,
Yes.
to kind of help her.
Of Nadia.
Yeah, to help her adapt to.
Yeah. I mean, she was already adapted. That was to help me adapt.
Oh, there was. But because I'm a product of, I'm a first gen baby, first gen, Nigerian American. What is it like seeing your daughter grow up in this culture in comparison to how you grew up?
I would say there's some resistance from the immigrants generation when they see their kids growing up to be westernized or Americanized.
Talk about it.
I didn't fight that.
Why?
I didn't fight that because I think we're just afraid of something that because basically now it's a new rules, new game. And we're afraid of that because we don't know the rules. I trusted my daughter of actually becoming the best person that she can by just providing her love and support and being there whenever she needed it. And she turned out to be fine. Wonderful. She's adapted. She is an American first, Egyptian second, because that's how she grows up. And you have to accept that. Like, you cannot have your children become copycats of you.
Yeah. That's an interesting perspective because I think, we grew up in a different time where, for our parents, when, we were like, it was, and we were trying to fight that, like my parents wanting us to be one thing, but then when we would go outside and we would have these conversations at school and being socialized in America, then, so it was this back and forth, this tug of war.
No, I wanted to feel that she can always come and talk to me. Because when you start to make all of these rules, all of these barriers, now they're not going to talk to you.
Yeah.
They're not going to find, because they will know that, I'm going to be judged.
Yeah.
So she never felt that she is being judged or being monitored or being tracked or being,
What do you mean monitor and track?
Like monitored, like kind of like.
I track my kids on that cell phone. Where you at right now?
No.
You don't do that?
No.
How old is your daughter?
She's 14.
Oh, hell no. Oh,
not under the Akbar house.
Yeah, I can show you right now where my kids are. I'm like,
Dude, you're worse than Palantir. What the?
No. Oh, no.
You're a Palantir dad.
No, I got it.
My daughter doesn't have a cell phone.
You're winning. You're ahead.
Oh, you don't. Oh, she doesn't have.
Doesn't have a cell phone.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I actually
just have this like kids watch when like in emergency we call her.
Yeah,
that's great.
I wish I didn't break. I broke around 12 years old for my youngest. My daughter was 15 or 14, 15, something like that.
Yeah.
And I broke, and I wish I never would have broke.
No, but we decided that next year she's gonna have a flip phone for calls and messages only.
Okay, so let me tell you the next step after that.
Yeah.
I did this with my oldest.
Yeah.
Okay, I just hope my wife is gonna get mad at me for this, but we were like, okay, I said, I'm gonna get a flip phone. I got my oldest son a flip phone because I was like, heck no, technology would not. No, we're gonna stay connected. He won't use his phone. He won't pick up his phone. I'm trying to call him as if, what if there was an emergency? Of course, there was never ever an emergency, right? But he was too embarrassed to pick up his phone in front of all his friends because they all had smartphones. So then we moved into the smartphone. And once you give over to the smartphone.
No, my daughter has an iPad that she uses at home.
Okay.
Like for all the stuff, but like outside, she has like we're gonna upgrade for the flip phone.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the cool thing about my daughter is that she doesn't care.
That's great.
She doesn't care because I don't know where did she get it from, but I think it was natural. She's like, she doesn't allow material things to define who she
But what about the socialization? Because one of the complaints I got from my kids is like, well, I'm not in on the end. Like all my friends are having these
doesn't care.
conversations.
She doesn't care about that.
She has a personality to fall back on.
That's it.
It's the personality, man. If you're,
Does she ever feel excluded? Like, I want to go play.
No, she's
you know.
popular. She like her friends love her, and that's what you need. You don't need
Because
an
nobody can
iPhone
call her.
to
You can have that one.
So you're saying instead of tracking
That's why
your
she's
kids,
special. They're like, where are you?
You're like, we don't know. Like,
I don't know.
She's an enigma.
Right. And when she appears, she goes, she's here. And there's a specialty to that.
There is that. That's what Michael Jackson used. Michael Jackson used that kind of thing. Like he didn't want to make himself too readily available.
You literally can't call her. Maybe on a landline.
Yeah.
Do you have a landline?
No, we don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
So how did your just from the watch?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. All right. America versus Egypt. What are the major similarities and what are the major differences?
One is an empire. One is a superpower. One has nukes, and one doesn't.
Next card.
You want to go to card 15? I want to talk family though, because your father passed away.
Yeah, they both. My mom and dad passed within a year.
Oh, within
each other.
And they were in Egypt.
Yeah.
You weren't able to go back?
No.
Go back.
My mom passed away when I was there. My dad passed away when I left.
When you left.
And I couldn't go back and bury him at the time.
Wow.
But I talk about my death of my parents in a way that I consider it as a blessing in disguise, because Arab moms, like I'm sure African moms, they are born to worry about you.
Oh.
They are born just their only mission in life is just to worry about you.
Yeah.
And she died before she saw everything turned against me.
Yeah.
She died before she saw me leave. And my dad died before he saw me struggle in the United States. He just died within a year I left. And all my life, I was worried that my dad and that I would see, I had this thing growing up because I've seen my grandparents, when you see elderly people in your family dying a very low, slow, senile death, they start dementia, Alzheimer, and I've seen my grandparents from both sides going through this. And then you see this and it leaves a mark in you as a child.
Yeah.
When you're 9 or 10, it's like, oh my God, I don't want my parents, my mom, my dad, the most important things in my life to go through this. How can I deal with that? My mom died in her sleep, not complaining from anything. My dad died instantly in a car accident. They didn't suffer. So I always say they lived all their life carrying our weight.
Yeah.
And they left without letting us carry their weight. They kind of left in peace. They left in their prime. They didn't suffer. They didn't have to go through all of the worriness that they have when I would have to leave and start all over again. So as if the universe or God telling me, okay, this is your umbilical cord. You don't need to worry about this part anymore. Go live your life. Care about your next life over there. So it was kind of a blessing in disguise for us. And I consider, I want to think about that so for me, it's not like a sad, terrible, devastating memory. Maybe it was, again, a blessing.
Did you ever see it? Because when my mom passed away, I didn't get a chance to see. I mean, I went to the funeral. She died. My mom died in a car accident, but I never got a chance to visually see her. And there was this weird thing. I don't know if it only happens to me, but it's almost like if you don't see the person physically dead, there isn't a finality.
No.
There isn't a finality. I struggled with
I didn't let my brain linger on that.
So once you heard, that was it.
Sometimes you have to accept it.
Yeah,
And it's
it took me. I accepted it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it took me. I want to say it took me about a good 2 years because I was like, man, maybe Mama's still here. Like the brain does this weird thing.
I didn't let
You
that.
didn't
I
happen.
didn't let that
Okay.
go to my mind.
Okay.
I dealt with it instantly.
One last question, and I know you want to get into some comedy questions. I know you got some comedy questions. My last,
Yeah, like car 22.
card 14. How you think Donald Trump is doing as president?
He's doing great. He is doing exactly what he is asked to do. He is exactly doing his mission by his master. So thank you.
So you think he's doing a great job?
He is doing a great job because he's a great employee of the month for the Israelis.
She called him employee of the month.
Yeah, he's the employee of the century.
I think I'm doing fantastic.
Oh, you're here.
Bassem Youssef.
You know how when he gets on the mic and he finds out about somebody?
Yeah.
Have you heard of Bassem Youssef? Yeah. Have you heard of this guy? Oh boy. Egypt. Pyramids. That's where he's from.
He said you're.
I think that's why they make pyramids. It's like a dunce cap, you put it on his head and bam, I'm telling you,
Mr. President, Mr. President.
Bassem Youssef.
He said you're doing a good job. What do
You know what? I'm going to call him Bassem Youssef. I'm going to bash him right in his face. Bassem Youssef. What do you think about that? Do you think that's great? I think it's fantastic, personally. He just talks, yap, yap, yap. He knows nothing about the Israelis. He knows nothing. I know. Because I know I'm very good. I'm very good with them. Very good people. And here comes Bassem. Him and Biden should get together. Bassem and Biden would be a comedy duo.
B&B.
Yes, and he's a comedian. Can you believe he's a comedian? I've got more laughs than he has in just right now, 5 minutes. Bassem, I bet he fills it with a bunch of Arabs. It's so many Arabs just packed to see him. He comes in there and he bombs. Of course he does.
That's what
He bombs, but he doesn't understand. We have more bombs than he does in one show. Bass.
I don't know where he comes up with this. It's just
It's crazy, man.
Because
It's a joy. Like every time I see Godfrey, it's a joy to watch him.
Oh,
it's such the best impressions.
Yeah. Can you do impressions?
No, I'm terrible.
DuckTales, weren't you?
I'm not good at impressions.
But what about voices? You did, weren't you?
But
voices on DuckTales?
I'm not really good with impressions or voices. It's
What voice did you do for DuckTales?
DuckTales. I can't remember even like
DuckTales. You remember? Ooh, everybody
I
knows.
was like an evil Egyptian god, of course.
Did you know Egyptian God?
I was an evil Egyptian god.
Did you really?
From the dead. They stereotype me even in cartoons.
They do that in voiceovers. I remember I did this Showtime, this Trump show, the cartoon. Oh yeah, there was a Showtime. It was only.
And did you do the Trump voice?
Man, my Trump voice was better than the guy doing it. I had to do Obama and Cory Booker. But they were like, I'm black. So I go, it doesn't matter. It's a voice.
Matter. Yeah, the voice. Yeah.
But then Cleveland, that from the, was it from Family Guy?
Yeah.
A white dude does him, the black dude.
Yeah, and the Indian guy was done with.
And did by Hank Azaria.
Hank Azaria.
So white people are, and Azaria, he must be Armenian, but they're doing our voices, but we can't do their voices. It's Cleveland was done by a white guy, a redheaded white. I was like, really? You could put black people in that position at least.
Hey, but at least you got the mermaids.
Yeah,
I got the young mermaid. Yeah, they made it black.
Yeah,
it's kind of like.
But here's the thing, though. They got mad at the mermaids because this girl was black, which is hilarious when everybody there. So I go, first of all, I don't think mermaids are real. So people are saying they're real, but the origin of mermaids are Syria and Africa. It's not even Europe at all. Yeah. I looked up mermaids. It's off the coast of Syria and Africa. It's not even.
But they're not real.
But they're saying,
but like the legends, like
the legends come from that area and not Europe.
Oh, gotcha.
And they're the ones telling. Why are you? Yeah. Like, no,
because they published it first.
No, of course, the one who writes,
the publisher, the one who gets the rights.
That's right. That's right.
The one who gets the deeds. I mean, you've been in this land, but we've got a deed on the land that you've been living in there.
Yes.
We created the deed, and now that land is ours. Get out.
Very true. Very true. That's interesting, right? Yeah.
It's like whoever wins is the one with the best lawyers. That's it.
Facts.
And all the lawyers are Jews. Okay, cut that out.
Bassem Youssef.
Bassem.
Look, this guy really getting on my nerves. 154. Have you heard of Akbar? And Godfrey, he has God in his name. I think he's terrible.
I have an Arabic name.
Of course, you have an Arabic name.
Yeah.
A rabbi.
It's Arabic. It means great.
It means great.
Akbar, no, that means bigger.
Bigger, great.
Yeah, a greater.
Great, yeah.
Greater.
Greater.
Bigger.
bigger,
Akbar,
right.
No,
wait, Akbar on its own means bigger.
bigger.
When you say Allahu Akbar,
God,
that's
it's big.
greater.
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 Right.
Yeah.
You're just
Okay.
bigger. You're
Yeah.
like, dude.
I guess
You're just like bigger.
Yeah.
You're just bigger. Getting bigger.
I am bigger.
You're
Like,
bigger.
You're a bigger dude.
Hey, bigger, please. Hey, my bigger.
Bigger is what he said.
Bigger. Oh, he didn't say bigger. He said bigger.
Bigger, please.
Hey, bigger.
Yeah.
You are so much a bigger person than I am.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Went
my
through
goodness.
So many troubles with so many ethnicities in this episode.
Well, guess what? I mean, you can't.
I'm gonna be either sued or killed, depending who,
God forbid. God forbid.
who's gonna get me first.
Here's I got some little questions right here. Here's a Godfrey game. Egypt versus America. This or that edition. Okay.
Okay.
Who has the better politics?
You got to just say one or the other. No explanation.
Egypt, of course, at least we know. Here they're gaslighting it of something else, you know. Yeah.
Who has the better leadership?
Uh-oh.
Egypt, of course.
Who has the better food?
Egypt, 100%.
Who has more freedom?
America! Yes,
America.
we think so.
Who has the better architecture?
Now, Egypt.
Okay.
I mean, that, like, from ancient times. I mean, you can't beat 7,000 years.
Damn true.
Yeah.
Who has the better looking women?
I will say Egypt because I'm gonna be killed if I don't say that.
Well, your wife don't come.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna say
He said,
Egypt
"Don't you
for
see
my
my
own
neck?"
safety. For my own safety. Of course I'm gonna say. And also, like, I'm married to my wife, so I can just, of course, Egypt, Palestine, everything. Yeah.
Who has the better style?
Style. Depending. I mean, you cannot say just like America. America has like a million styles, right? So
Well, a
you-
million's
almost-
better than one.
Million's better than one style, right?
Well, I mean, yeah. It's,
You guys are kind of.
I would go with listen. America has nuclear weapons. Give us everything else.
Okay. We'll give you style.
You guys won. You guys like America won. You have guys like you can.
Do you really need the clothes?
Yeah,
do you really need the clothes
you
battle?
need the style. You have nuclear weapons. You have like the biggest military. You don't need the clothes and the styles and the women.
Well, that was the last question. There it is.
Hey.
Bassem Youssef. 154. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my goodness.
154. We all connected, baby, you already know. I'm talking 154. We bringing Africa around the whole globe. Ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like home. Ain't no place.